Last time on Wild West, The Reckoning, the spirit chasers, having gone to a dinner that they were invited to by the merchant Prince Jabal, met an interesting character by the name of Julian. Suspicions were raised by Marcus about his origins as to whether he was human or undead. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, after Bruce had gone to find the bathroom for an extended period of time, they were besieged by undead. Octavian snapped his fingers and disappeared, and the battle ensued. By the end of it, the merchant prince's soul was reaped by none other than Death himself, aka Julian. Then, Aaron did some dumb shit. Thought he was gonna die, but instead he was left with a warning. Not before Ed, Granny, and Aaron were told the potential death date of their death in the future. And that's it. I'm done.
Potential
The-
death date of their
the
death.
Potential
Yeah.
death date of their death. Yeah.
Potential death date of your death. Um,
In the future.
in the future. Yep.
Spells are
Try
available.
warning you all.
So technically, hold on. I believe you would still be. Yep, you're still on the villa map. So you guys are still on the villa. There's a large number of puddles of ectoplasm and zombie corpses, some crispy and others not. The two night guards are still alive. However, the poor kobold seemed to have died of a heart attack. And of course, the merchant Prince Jabal has met his demise. Julian has left you. What's everybody doing? So I believe Ed would shrink.
Jarvis is quite pissed.
Okay.
You know why, right?
Yes, because you had come here to work out a deal with the merchant prince for dinosaur parts.
It's free real estate.
Yeah, it's free real estate. Well, yeah, you could just become the new merchant.
No, I'm pretty sure his wife's still alive.
His wife is maybe still alive. You've yet to check on any of the others. But I did say his servant, his manservant, who I believe I named Jamal, which was as close to Jamal as possible, and the first thing I could think of off the top of my head, ran back in. I'm racist. I'm sorry. Uh,
Well, calm down, Jabal. Don't pull out the 9.
he came back in and informed you that the attack was over. I believe. I think that's all I said. He said.
Gabriel's gonna go to the ghost commander's puddle.
Yep.
And see if there's like anything there to like potentially indicate who sent them.
Okay. Make me an investigation check. I'm gonna dig around in the goo.
Oh, look at that.
Hmm.
There's a lot of goo. Outside of the goo, there's a great sword, but there's a lot of goo.
Jarvis's eyes will flicker for a bit because I'm just going to expend the fucking spell slot instead of waiting. Detect magic.
Detect magic. Okay. Um. Let's see. Let me see. I'm trying to think. I have potentially some things.
Oop, ignore that.
Also, I do have.
Uh,
Never mind.
okay, so you detect magic. It's 30-foot radius.
And I'm just going to do a scan over the bodies.
Okay.
Bodies that hit the floor.
There's definitely a rainbow of magical effects coming from the corpse of the merchant prince. And also because you started over in that area and then moved. The greatsword of the commander also seems to have a effect to it. The schools, I don't fucking remember all the schools off the top of my head, so just imagine a plethora of different colors. Uh, Other than that, though, for the rest of the goo piles and or the zombies, I'll just say for expediency's sake, you don't detect anything else magical.
Um, I'll go over to the sword and like pick it up.
Okay. Um, so
Because
great sword.
Jarvis is very annoyed right now. I'm gonna identify it. Instacast because Jarvis is annoyed. What
Very
is it?
well.
Still takes a minute.
It takes some. Sorry.
Yeah, it's still a minute casting time.
Yeah, it's like a minute. Minute passes. While that minute's passing, anybody doing anything?
Yo, what did Julian say?
You heard your death date.
No,
I just
Julian popped
heard
up.
I just heard a bunch of numbers and then it made me feel weird.
It was March 20th, 1872, which I was incorrect. I think I put it in the other chat. March 20th, 1872 was for Aaron and Ed. April 6th, 1871 is for Granny. I mixed it up.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I don't care because right now a nice little chunk of change I just lost it out.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Why, Jarvis?
I don't know.
That's
You would
kind of
unanimate this.
inconsiderate to to uh, that's such inconsiderate behavior. A man just was killed, assassinated in
I,
front of us, and
We have
I,
to lay him to rest.
you're angry that you
I
lost
lost.
out on money.
Yes,
These guys are just gonna kind of shuffle past you and head towards this corpse.
Roll
I
for
feel
heresy.
bad that he died and his wife is going to be quite sad, but I can still be angry that I'm losing out on money.
Roll for heresy.
Now's not
Roll
the time for that, though.
Mark's gonna go over to Jabal.
Okay.
Is it? Where is it? Oh, this his body.
Yep, right over here.
Okay,
He's
cool.
yeah. Jabal's body is the one with the blue circle around it.
Gotcha. Okay. He's just gonna be above his body and say a prayer and
Sound like I'm trying to recompensate by raiding the prince's corpse. That's just being a dick.
Yeah, you also think that since these guys have moved over there along with his servant Jamal, he wouldn't have been able to get away with that if you had wanted to.
No, it's pretty close. I could have gotten something.
Maybe initially he definitely would have saw you though, but yeah. I mean, unless you rolled really good on the sleight of
I
hand.
know, which I could have potentially. But regardless,
But you know, in your heart, Walter would scold you.
um, Aaron will say to you, Ed, yeah, it was a date in the future. I wouldn't worry about it because nothing's set in stone. He doesn't seem entirely convinced
Yeah,
of what he's saying.
yeah. I got too much shit to do. When's the date? Is it like in 30 years or something?
No, like 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, then definitely ain't happening because I got all kinds of shit to do before I die. Kidding me?
right, exactly. Yeah, we're busy people.
any notes on the sword?
Um, say +1 greatsword. Um, give me
I can
one
technically wield it.
segundo.
Jarvis is just gonna drop into his bag of holding.
Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, I want to be honest. I don't really, I don't know about the dinosaur. It was a cute idea, but then we'd have to like have a dinosaur.
So you're telling me you don't want a dinosaur?
I don't think I want a dinosaur.
What do you want then?
Um, I want to go back to Austin and ask out that lady from the Hunters Association. I also want um a cold beer soon. Um, at some point, I want a kid. I like kids.
What do you want now?
Um, to not be bleeding as much. At the
Okay,
start, I think.
I give you a slap on the cheek.
He's just casting mending on the table.
Oh, he's not casting
Oh,
mending. He's
oh,
using
oh,
his
right.
tools.
That's right. Oh my god. I just because you did it as Gabriel for Walter, so I thought you were casting mending.
Gabriel doesn't even have mending.
Thanks, Jarvis. You all right?
I'm still pissed about the money.
Yeah, there's plenty of fucking gold in the world. We'll find some money.
True, true. That does make me feel better.
Plus, he gave me a shitload of money already. I want to
I
milk
did.
him for everything. Yeah, I got like thousands of gold from him. First time.
Oh, yeah,
I think
I also been thinking of things to make for everyone.
that'd be cool. I want to go back when we go back to Austin. I want to start making those them gauntlets
Well,
with
I've been
that.
thinking of a different kind of gauntlets for you.
We could workshop it. Yeah.
All I need to find now is a prowler.
well, I mean, like by the rules that he put technically, but I mean, like you do have something that would produce the same effect. So
Not the regenerating temporary hit points part.
not that part, no, but you might be able to find something else for that. So
Mhm.
um, sorry, I was just kind of like looking at some stuff, going over my notes, but so you said that you weren't feeling the dinosaur anymore, but a lot of other things like getting a woman and having kids. Okay,
Yeah, come
okay.
on now.
He's having his
All right.
midlife crisis.
Yeah,
No,
he's
I'm at
def-
my 98% life crisis. So I'm gonna die in 3 years. You fuckers.
Oh
All
shit!
right. Okay. I also want to go to sleep. I'm tired. But we should probably check in on whoever's here to see if well, everything ain't okay, but
Um, just out of curiosity, as Jarvis looks over to the help. Is the missus alive?
Jabal look up and just go Jamal, sorry, not Jabal. That's the dead one.
He
Jamal
looks
will
up.
go.
Oh God.
Oh, he's fucking yeah. He's like dead, blood all over now. Um, uh, yes. The lady is still alive.
that's good.
Her and the children proceeded to the safe house. She is set to inherit um, the holdings. I will say though, Mr. Ed, he did truly intend for you to have the dinosaur. If you do not wish it, I completely understand. Um, actually, he wouldn't have said dinosaur, sorry, beast of uptown. But perhaps I can offer something else.
Um, uh, what yeah, I guess what else would there be? But also, I mean, A dinosaur would still be cool. I just
Do you want
assumed
the
we
dinosaur or
wouldn't. I we all want a fucking dinosaur, but I was coming to terms with the fact that I wouldn't get a dinosaur until he just told me that we would in fact, be getting a damn dinosaur.
Look, Merchant Prince Jabal, if anything, was a man of his word. I will confer with his wife to make sure that all of his previously negotiated upon dealings are to go through. Though he did marry her for her business sense and savvy, as well as her curves. He kind of like smiles slightly when he says that. Um, so I do not believe that the deal will be reneged upon. He wished to give this to you because of your entertaining him. He also wished to offer you a contract to fight in his name in the arena in the future and share a percentage of the winnings in exchange for his sponsorship. This was the main reason he brought you here. However, I imagine he did not get to that, seeing the look on your face.
No.
Right. Um, yes. So I will see if this deal will proceed. And if that is the case, return here tomorrow after you have dealt with your wounds, and we will have you sign it. And you will be able to, if the terms are agreeable, of course, and you will be able to receive Beast of Uptown. However, should you decide that you do not want to, that is completely understandable. I just ask that you let us know in person. I do not blame you for what is transpired here. It is not what any of us expected. And from what these gentlemen have told me here, he looks at the two guards. You did more than enough to try and prevent his demise. So I thank you for that.
Okay.
Although I'm not entirely sure if I personally believe that Death himself was here. So he kind of like looks at one of them skeptically. But nonetheless, I knew I didn't trust that lawyer, and of course he conveniently disappeared. I
Hold
would
on a
not be
Fucking
moment.
surprised if he
fucking
had something
lawyers.
to do with
Okay,
this.
what's the lawyer's name again?
Octavian Tiber.
Octavian, you here, brah?
You're just asking out loud if he's here.
Yep.
I do.
No response.
Gabriel still has see invisibility up. So.
You do. Yeah, no. You think that when he disappeared, considering that you had it up the whole time, he did not turn himself invisible. He like quite literally bamfed out of there with
Oh,
magic.
you freaking dimension door?
Dimension door,
Essentially.
maybe teleport, or some other effect.
Yeah, probably something along the lines of that is a fair enough assumption that you could easily make.
It would have to be to dimension door because if he had teleport, there's no reason for him to travel on foot.
Or even a cheeky
much.
misty step.
Yeah, could have been a cheeky misty step.
step.
just a cheeky little misty step.
All misty steps are a
No,
little cheeky.
unless he has meta magic to extend the range.
Yeah, he's a meta magic vampire lawyer. No. I'll tell you honestly, it was Dimension Door. Yeah, he bamfed right out the front door and then just walked his ass away from the entire situation.
Incredible.
Walter's busy trying to adjust a leg on the one half of the table that's over here. And then he's like,
You know what?
oh, wait, the city, is the city fine?
Uh,
Oh yeah.
just look at you guys and go, as far as I know, I am not even entirely sure how they made it onto the villa premises in the first place. They slipped past our guards, who I was
But
going
but
to
it,
fire.
but it ain't like an undead army marching on the whole town.
I'm assuming the bells would have been rung back when Nianzuru was not new Nianzuru. Um, there were frequent attacks from the undead made upon the city, and we had alarms in place to know when these situations would happen. Since nothing was sounded throughout the rest of the city, one can only assume that all is well. But yes. Also, Walter, for attempting to fix the table, would you be so kind as to make me a woodworker's tools check if you have them?
Sure. It uses wisdom, so here we go.
Not bad, not bad. You definitely make the one half of the table.
Oh, that's wood carvers.
Wood carvers
Carpenter's tools have the same
modifier.
though. It uses
Yeah,
strength,
I'll
but
take
it's
it.
still a +3.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it then. Yeah, you managed to, for the most part, salvage one half of the table. If they were able to fix the other half, they could potentially just kind of push them together and give things a
Oh.
proper sanding, lacquering, and
Walter,
yeah.
I know you want to fix the table and all, but I don't think we have the time to do that.
No, I was just getting it, giving them a head start on it.
That's good for you, Walter. We'll leave it to the manservants or they're rich. They hire people.
Can someone give me a hand here? I think we should get Jabal out of here.
I don't think we should touch him. I think we should let
I'm
his.
pretty sure that his people's got this under control, Marcus.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to help.
uh,
I
Jamal
think
kind of looks at you and he's just like, I am trained in the rites of burial. If you. Mm, do you know anything of our religion?
Uh, sorry, air in my throat.
do you.
What religion is it?
Essentially, the pantheon in which Sunni, however you say it again, is in, but Marcus would only have been told about the one god, not the whole pantheon, and
Right.
that one god didn't have to do with like funerary rites. So I'll say
No.
that. Oh, okay, you told the truth. I was gonna say if you said anything other than the truth, it was gonna be a deception check.
No, he's gonna be honest about it.
Okay. Well, while I appreciate it, we can handle it. I can handle it.
All right. No problem.
And he will pick up the merchant prince, and they will slowly.
I actually would have
Uh,
had him like picked up. I was gonna hand it to Jamal if that's cool.
okay, so yeah, so you had him picked up, and you hand him on over. Uh, and they start heading that way. And they end up heading down the hallway. Away, away, away. Allay, allay, allay.
Jarvis will start smoking on his smoke monster pipe.
We
Start making little smoke dragons fly around his head.
probably should go back to the inn.
Yeah, it's fucking sleep.
Oh, but do you want the dinosaur or no?
We're gonna talk about it tomorrow.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, they got. I mean, if there's other shit that we'd be able to use more than that, I want a little guy. If I get a dinosaur, I want it to be a little guy.
Little guy. Okay.
What, you want like a raptor or something?
Yeah,
These things are tiny.
yeah.
Depends on the
Add multi-class.
raptor, actually. I
It'll
believe.
be on my head and it'll watch.
Like I said, he wants a tiny raptor.
Are you sure you don't want a dinosaur that could replace a horse? Because I don't know. You
Well,
guys,
screw that.
from the sound of it, you guys don't have the best luck with horses.
You get him a
Hey,
Quetzalcoatl.
only. Yeah, wait, you're right. Yeah, well, okay, that's a good idea too. I see that. I don't really know all the dinosaurs. I wasn't that kind of kid.
I wasn't that kind of kid.
I'm curious how much would Jarvis know?
Honestly, at this point in time, dinosaurs. Well, in real life, dinosaurs were still a pretty big mystery. But with the fact that dinosaurs literally now roam the earth once again, there'd probably be a bit of a resurgence in it. Not a resurgence, but like knowledge about it would have uh, started to come about a lot faster than it would have normally.
You know what the
What
weird part about that is, though? Aren't like most of the
What?
dinosaurs either named for like the Latin sort of genus that they thought that they were in, or after the person that discovered the dinosaur?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So then, how would they have the names of the people that discovered them if they hadn't been discovered yet?
Stop it.
Yeah. That's a problem, isn't it?
I'm on my way
So,
to kill
Make the
you.
brain
no, please don't.
You know, there's a Lucasaurus.
A
Anyway.
Lupasaurus.
No, Lucasaurus.
A Lucasaurus. What kind of
That's
dinosaur is it?
It's like an Allosaurus looking guy.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Can't
Anyway.
believe how it named that.
Yeah, let's go to fucking sleep.
Alright, so I will
Get a
transfer
beer.
this. Sorry.
Also, what
You-
time of the day is it as we're going back?
It's later in the evening. You arrived for dinner at, I believe, 6 o'clock. So
Nice.
you were there for almost the entire meal, which was 4 out of 5 courses. You had some pleasant conversation there for a while before everything kind of like turned to heck. The combat's actually the fastest part of the whole evening. You were there a
Even though it took the
little.
majority of the session.
Yeah, it
goes.
took most of the session. About like 2 hours. So like 8 o'clock. Let me move you
Okay.
to the Nunian's room map. Apologies.
What is Lunk doing?
Second winding.
Fuck yeah. Alrighty, and I'll say you guys make your way all the way over here. Which, oh my god, that's a lot of you. So we're gonna get rid of all of you but Ed. Goodbye. It's just gone forever. You guys make your way back to Bjorn's house of respite. Head on inside, and usual looking crowd. Uh, and it is the Silver Dragonborn currently working.
Gabriel will actually kind of signal to the group. It's like, well, I said I'd stick around until after Ed's meal. Tomorrow I'm gonna charter Captain Meringue to take me up to Gastown to start heading my way back to Red River.
Oh shit. I wish it was more of a fun meal.
Gotta knock some undead. That's something us clerics will for, I guess.
Oh yeah, that was pretty sick.
Here, remember us by taking this. I have to hand you a bottle.
What is it?
The Rot Gut whiskey.
Rot gut whiskey.
Hell
Thanks.
yeah.
Rot gut whiskey. He'll also take out his 2 bug repellent gourds, the potion of greater healing he has.
Yes, go for all your shit.
He'll hand over the Warforged journal.
That I will take if you're willing.
Gabe kind of looks at you and just kind of, he like turns his head a bit, Fine. He just kind of passes it to you then.
Thank you.
And he'll no, that's it.
Are you sure you won't need the potion or nothing?
No, you guys need that more than me. I'm not gonna be in. I'm not going to combat. I'm going home to see my family.
Oh,
Jarvis, before I go, I need to ask you to unjam my guns for me, please.
Yeah.
Let me get them Tinker Tool checks.
Dex.
I don't
Also,
know. Whatever
There's
Tinker
a.
Tools are.
It's
oh
pinned
yeah. What's the
in
guide?
FAQ.
Probably either Dex or Intelligence,
I'm
which is
pretty
the
sure it's
same for you, I think.
intelligence.
Yeah, it might be in.
It is int.
Yep.
okay.
Intelligence
How many guns am I fixing?
2.
2, which I don't think that's good for the one. It's supposed to be like 1 per each. Yep, yeah, 1 per each. Oh, consistency. Yeah, they're both fine.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
I'm
That's a
an
lot of
expert.
tools.
I'm expert in all tools.
Very good. Which means, bueno. Yep. Roll for meth, please. Thank you. So yeah, you easily enough as you guys head on into Bjorn's, sit down at a table. You know, Gabriel starts talking to you guys about him heading back to his family, putting the stuff out there. Jarvis is fixing the guns. The Silver Dragonborn will head on over and he'll just give you a round of what you guys usually order. And then like he waits there patiently for a few seconds to see if anything else is going to be ordered.
Does he look at Walter? He's like, I don't know what you usually order.
Yeah, he looks at you and he's just like, right, what do you want?
Oh, normally I would say something like milk, but I've been trying to get more into like dwarven alcohol. So something basic dwarven?
Watch as he like very slowly cocks his head to the side in like
I'm a
almost
new
sheer
dwarf.
confusion.
He's a new dwarf.
His head tilts even further.
Yeah, it goes even further, like it's almost a complete 90, which is like really weird, and then he just kind of like slowly brings it back and he goes, right, new dwarf, okay. And then he just turns around and walks back to the bar and begins pouring you a drink.
Oh wait,
And
I
after,
needed to have made my carpenter's tools at disadvantage because I have 2 points of exhaustion.
oh
11.
boy,
That's a bit lower than the 16.
so you thought it was good enough. Could have been better though.
There was an attempt.
There was an attempt though. You did try, and they noticed that. So, um, he'll come back about 30 minutes later, and he'll hand you, um, essentially like a flagon with what appears to be some sort of ale in it.
Ooh.
And
Thank you.
no problem. So, you folks ordering dinner?
Oh shit! Yeah, we should get dinner.
No.
Didn't we just
I
come
didn't-
from a dinner, Ed?
I didn't eat the fucking steak because it was too fucking spicy.
That's right, and your new steak never came back because everything that happened.
Here,
Poor
give
Ed
me
didn't
a,
eat.
give me a. I don't know what you got.
Given steak
Well,
big.
tonight is seafood. Got
Yeah, I'll fuck up some seafood. Give me some seafood.
All right, so sea bass it is. And he just turns around and heads back towards the kitchen. Oh, actually, no, he wouldn't. Sorry, he'd wait and see if anyone else wanted anything.
Do you have potatoes?
He kind of looks at you weird too, and he's like, "Do you want raw potatoes, or
I
do you want
mean,
them cooked?"
oh, for sure cooked.
How
Always
would you
ask
like your
these things.
potatoes prepared?
Could you slice them into very thin pieces?
Are you gonna force this guy to make potato chips?
Are you
No, French
asking
fries.
for chips, Marcus?
Not French fries. Uh, not chips.
God damn it, the kid shows us what a chip is, and we're hooked. It's merciless.
Them chips are good, aren't they?
So could I have one of those, please? Also, yeah, a glass of ale.
Oh yeah, you might want to fry
Okay.
those potato slices in oil.
They might fly
Right.
away.
Okay. And then he just, at that point, he just walks away and goes towards the kitchen.
Um,
I hand over the firearms because they're fixed.
Thank you.
hey,
Don't fuck them up.
I
Jarvis
don't
or
try to.
Walter, I need your help.
Yeah.
What? What's
I
up?
need something identified that I found quite a long time ago.
Um.
Hand it over.
Hand it over. Give it here. Give
Okay.
it now.
You
I
know
want it.
full well that Walter cannot identify things.
Right. Sorry, been a long day. He hands this item to Jarvis. It is a ring.
Does Gabriel have identify?
As a
No,
cleric,
knowledge clerics get identify.
Only knowledge, right? Okay.
Yep.
I think
No,
maybe
all
Arcana
clerics.
do. Oh yeah,
All
you have to
clerics.
prepare it too. Yeah.
As I said, all clerics can identify. You just need prepared.
Yeah. Okay.
And
All
the
right. So that's
you
where
know,
where the confusion was.
you need the
Um,
fucking pattern.
he hands you a gold ring with a quite beautiful blue sapphire embedded into it.
Any writing on it?
Where the fuck you get that?
I
Make a perception check.
I found it quite a bit
Wait.
ago in Austin.
Deception or investigation?
Oh,
Either one.
Where in Austin?
I'm not really too sure specifically. I remember it was before we left.
Oh. Yeah,
No,
I
you don't
probably
see
have no
anything.
memory of you finding that then.
So any writing or no?
No writing.
Give me about 11 minutes and I can tell you if it's any special.
Alrighty.
hey Gabe,
I'll just.
you want a tattoo?
Um.
Like a small one.
Yeah, something on my shoulder would be nice.
Yeah, let's do it.
You better be using
Ooh.
proper tools for that.
Oh yeah, I
Yes,
got
yeah.
tools. I got tools.
What does he have? As I'm like looking out of the corner of my eye.
Oh, it would essentially be tattooing supplies. It's just they definitely seem more like they were made by uh giants. Specifically, I think we said stone giants, right?
Yeah.
So does he just have a giant needle with an ink dipped at the tip?
Um,
They can start hammering it into his body.
it's definitely bigger than a normal tattoo needle, but
It's probably not too dissimilar of the technology of the day.
It's kind of like a standard stick and poke.
yeah,
So
it's like a
it's
stick
kind
and
of like
poke.
it's the needle is at kind of like the end of a pen more than just a big needle.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking of the old style where you got to do the rapid bits of like tiny bits of hammering as you're going across an area, which takes fucking forever.
Oh, it'll take
Yeah,
forever.
yeah, it'll take
It'll,
probably a good part of the night and potentially a few hours in the morning.
Yeah, that's why I said a small one.
uh, as I'm identifying, I will say, "Hey Ed, later, do you want me to make you a more functional tool?"
Functional tool.
Job.
No.
No.
This was made by my cousins.
Would
So it's
you
a little
like
more.
me to turn anything that can make the job faster?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say, Jarvis, make me an insight check.
Okay.
Learn a bit about human sentimentalism.
No, I can
Well,
understand it.
that
Look,
wasn't how I was gonna put it, but it was
Remember?
Look
I
into
was
my heart.
it was more gonna be
oh,
along the lines of like whether or not he could tell that it's important to him, you know?
well, I'm assuming it has some importance to him, but I am
Right.
going to have to make this a disadvantage because I'm focusing on the identifier.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it's important to him, but uh,
I don't know how
maybe
important.
you can't. Yeah, you don't know how important, and because you don't know how important, you're still kind of like, but efficiency. Eh,
No, I'm not like that. Like, I understand. Yeah, I could make something more efficient, but if it's sentimental, it's sentimental. I'm not gonna fuck with them.
Okay. No, yeah, fair enough. Um, while you're identifying that, just say for the purposes of tonight, Aaron seems kind of more to himself. He definitely seems shook up from the events. Uh, Bruce Bruce seems to be thinking about some things as well. He's kind of in his own thoughts. Granny,
It's gone.
no, Granny's not gone. Got it. Granny's there. Um, after a little bit, Granny will speak up and say, so everybody, I know I'm not normally the one to come out and make, I guess, speeches of a sort. But you remember when I was at the Druids and Cornelius gave me some information regarding my grandchildren?
Yeah.
Well, I still haven't been able to fully decipher the letter, but I've just been thinking that I you're all dear to me. You are like a family, but they are my real family, flesh and blood. And I mean no offense when I say this, but I think I need to make finding them my priority. And I don't want to take you guys away
Walter's not
from.
letting her finish. He's already hugging her.
She's like,
Oh,
oh, yeah. She like wraps one arm around you, and she's just like slowly kind of like rocking you back and forth a little bit, and she's
Marcus
just
goes in
like,
for the hug.
she'll wrap her other arm around you, and uh, uh, this is difficult. I really don't want to go, but Timmy, Jimmy, and Carlos, I just that's actually their names. Don't fucking laugh at her.
oh, Logan.
Um, every time I close my eyes at night, I can't help but wonder where they are, and I hope that they're safe. So I hope you'll forgive me for leaving you, but maybe sometime in the future we can all travel together again once I've made sure that they're safe. So I
I
think
mean, I'd
tomorrow.
love to meet them one day.
Oh, and I'd love to introduce you. They always loved my cookies just like you guys. But well, Carlos asked for quite a lot and he got a little too chunky, so I stopped making them for them for a while and well, then everything happened and I feel extra bad about it. So,
What is your recipe, Granny?
That's a
oh,
secret.
I'll never tell.
Mm.
I'll take it to my grave, which is on
I'm
April 6, 18.
71. Yeah. But especially after that encounter with what I'm assuming is actually death, I think that the sooner I find them, the better. Though I'm not entirely sure if I think I'll actually die. That's just silly. Um,
Yeah,
I'm glad you
silly.
believe me.
Wait, you're
but
leaving,
no.
Granny?
Oh
Oh,
yes,
Bruce is here.
my sweet summer child.
Oh, my summer's child.
My summer's child. Yeah. Yeah. I might not have said this right because yeah, you weren't here
He wasn't
earlier.
here, yeah.
Unfortunately, Logan is leaving the campaign, so.
Respect.
F
Bruce
in
also
chat.
joins in the group hug that's going on.
Very well.
Yes.
Granny is quite warm, and she tenderly hugs all of you.
Jarvis refrains from the hug because he does not know Granny enough, and he was not with the group long enough to appreciate Granny.
She looks over at you, and she kind of squints her eyes, and she goes, "Get the hell over here."
Granny.
I'm doing this as I'm still identifying and looking at the ring.
Yeah, I would say, probably around like right when she first started talking, you'd figure out what it is. It is a, hold on, I have it right here. It is a ring of truth telling. It's a uncommon item.
Pardon?
Yep, uncommon item. Does require attunement though. While wearing this ring, you have advantage on wisdom insight checks to determine whether someone is lying to you.
Mm.
As Jarvis is holding the ring, done with the hug. Well, who's really good at outsourcing a bullshitter?
Not me.
Was that Ed who
I
just
mean,
said that? Sorry.
it's kind of my job, but I'm going. It's your guys' ring, so.
Well,
Or
this ring
maybe a
here,
Marcus thing.
this ring helps with figuring out lies.
Wait, you too, Gabe?
Oh, Bruce, you must have zoned out or something. Yeah.
I had a lot of earwax.
Yeah, I said that you were like deep in thought about something though.
Well, no,
Thinking
he
about
was with the.
Patterson shit.
Well, he was with the fucking. He was with the doing the what's it called?
Identifying.
That crazy shit. You were doing that crazy
He
shit.
was huffing on the devil's lettuce.
Oh no.
That'd be longer than an hour.
No, I mean with the druids, you were. I don't know. You were ascending to godhood or something. I don't fucking know.
Ascending to godhood.
Yeah, that's totally what I was doing.
The final boss of the campaign is we have to kill Bruce before he ascends to godhood and kills
It
everyone.
was for so long.
Have you ever seen
Listen.
me and Vecna in the same room?
Look, I saw what I saw.
That's what I thought.
We need Patterson.
Our only
Patterson's the
hope is
good guy.
Patterson.
Patterson's the good guy.
And now you come to me.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me. Patterson! Oh yeah, Bruce, I said I'd stick around until after Ed's celebratory dinner, and then I need to head back to my family because it's been quite a few years since I last saw them.
Well, we can't stand in between you and your family, so I
Plus,
have
there's
to
an
respect
important historical event that happens in October that I probably should be there for.
Watch the skies.
Oh, I know about that.
it. I'll read about you in the newspaper.
That was out of character, by the way.
Well, I won't read about you in the newspaper.
I won't read about
Because there's
it.
no way in hell Gabe would know that. He knows like there's some trouble brewing, but he doesn't know much beyond that.
He don't know what's about to go down in the woods.
In the
um, but yeah, Granny, yes. So tomorrow I'll take my leave, and but you can She looks over at Marcus. Much like the president, man, you can send me whenever you want to, or some such.
And I know you.
You do know
You
me,
actually know
sweetie.
her, opposed to you just saying you know Lincoln.
I know Abraham
You
Lincoln.
don't. You just know of him.
God
You
damn.
don't. You do not.
You do not. You don't. No, stop it.
And we
Marcus
could
has a
probably
tear in
take a
his eye.
trip to Washington one day. Not Washington. They're just not in Washington anymore. To New York one day.
no. Yep, there you
A
go.
grin just goes on Marcus's face.
Who the hell would ever want to go, let alone live in New York?
I mean,
Can we talk about that?
The worst kind of people.
Clearly.
I do have to
Like
travel
me.
through New York if I want to get home, though.
Oh. All right. Say hi to what's his name?
Lincoln?
Lincoln. That's
President
the one.
Abraham Lincoln?
That
the
is the
log?
one.
That is the
Wait,
president.
you're
Like the
going to New
log.
York?
He's like the Lincoln Logs person.
Hold on.
I don't think those are out yet.
Hold on.
We have Lee
Oh, hold
logs.
on.
Do you build houses? No, quarters.
Wait, you're going to New York?
No, he's saying he'd have to go through New York to get home because Walter is originally from Maine. Right? Yeah, it's Maine.
Okay,
Yep.
but
For some reason, it was New Hampshire for a
1916,
second.
Lincoln Logs came out.
Really?
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like a pre-Great Depression era child
It
store.
absolutely does. It's just rudimentary enough.
Yeah, it's
If-
just sticks.
if you're in New York and looking for some help, look for anyone named Lim Smith.
I'm not saying that I'm going to New York. I'm just because Ed said who would ever want to go to New York. I'm like, I have to go through New York to get home.
Yeah, fucking flyover state.
I'm just-
Flyovers. Oh, just you wait. No.
And just you wait until that's actually true. Only it's more Virginia rather than New York.
Um, but yeah. And Granny is just, yeah, you can, send her. And then she says, and once I find them, I'll go head back to Austin, and hopefully I'll see you all there, and we can have cookies and catch up, and you get to meet my grandkids, and they'll get to meet you, and I think it'll be a good time. We'll have a little party or something. Maybe I'll have a sip of wine.
Uh-oh.
Nothing too crazy though. Can't let
Alright.
the grandkids know that I might be deviant.
Do you have any cookies before you leave?
You know what? I'll make some tonight. I'll make them for you guys for the morning. And after she kind of like each those of you that didn't immediately come to the group hug, she'll each give you a nice warm hug. Because for some reason she's still wearing her I Heart Gaytown sweater, so it's particularly warm.
Oh.
And she will, as a matter of fact, head towards the kitchen to go make those cookies.
Get the hell out of the way! I'm cooking. Grandma's
Doesn't she make her cookies in her shell?
How?
Yes, but she does
How?
have ingredients.
With love, you
Don't
monster.
ask how. She just does.
She didn't have ingredients for quite some time, so you think she's going to
I'm
procure
off to
them.
raid the kitchen.
Yeah, you hear the silver dragonborn go, wait, no, what are you doing? Get out!
Yes.
Oh, come on. You hear a bunch of pots and pans clanging and clattering.
This
And
is
what
more
this-
important than
I
you
know
know.
Bjorn! Get out of my way!
Yeah, literally, you do hear her say, I know Bjorn! And then he's, oh, God damn it! And then he just walks out defeated. Just goes back to the bar, just completely done with the whole
I'll put a
entire
gold coin
night.
on the desk. Oh, or on the,
Hey.
yeah.
I thought I heard the same thing.
He just kind of looks at it, and he looks
Yeah.
at you, and he's just like,
Uh-huh.
thanks, and he takes it.
Could I have my ring back?
Yeah, like how you identified it and was like, all right, who could use this?
Yeah, right. Like,
Well, it
It's
was.
mine!
I think he's the best one for because you do that, right? You're always like insight check. You know what I'm saying?
are you saying that in character?
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus,
I imagine you
Marcus
say that in
definitely-
character. And then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Squint at them. Insight.
I swear to God, one time, when he used to do the other voice, he literally said it in the voice, and he was like, inside check.
Insight check.
Yes, inside check. I would like to make one, please.
Dungeon
Oh,
Master won the insight check.
One, please. Precisely one.
Ring and I'll say, he gets to the point.
I do say, insight check, please.
Inside check. Yeah, that's what I need right there.
Oi, you daft cunt. Let me fight.
Sorry, what were you saying there, bro?
Take the fucking ring, mate.
Oi, take the fucking no.
Yeah, but
Alright.
seriously, can I have my ring back?
Yeah, I handed over the ring and said, "It'll help you let people know if they're lying, but you do have to spend some time with it first to get the effects of it."
How long?
It's
Uh,
the equivalent of,
hour.
I believe, a short rest. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
you
you
have
got
to
to get to know your rings. That's like how I got to know my cock ring of protection.
I
As for the
forgot.
cock,
I can't wait. Yeah, yeah. I can't wait for Ed to get a cock ring of Revivify.
Oh my god.
It'll
Oh
happen.
my god.
Did your orgy god bestow that upon you?
I'm
We're not
pretty
there
sure he
yet.
got that back in
I just
in
started my
Austin.
subscription.
Oh, okay, fair.
Oh, the cock ring
I-
of protection. Yeah.
wait, that's a
Ca-
thing.
It came in handy, as it turns out.
Wait, hold on. That's a thing.
It was made for
Yes.
my finger, but
It's a thing now.
it's large enough for him.
I found it when I was pissing in the woods.
In the
So I was
woods.
In the woods. Yeah,
Um,
quite literally, they were traveling, stopped off on the side of the road to take a piss, caught something like glinting, and then found this ring of protection.
Yeah, I saw the
which
ring and my dick was
inevitably-
out. So
Yep, it inevitably became a cock ring of protection.
So it's just a ring to sign as cock.
it is the ring of protection. But I mean, when you attune to it, it goes anywhere.
It does go anywhere, and magic items do fit to the user. So
See, not enough people are talking about this.
not enough people are talking about the fact that magic items do in fact fit to the user. Therefore, all rings could be used as cock rings. Cock ring of free evasion, cock ring of I mean, cock ring of evasion, cock ring of free movement, free action.
It's truth. You said truth telling, right?
I'm about to change r/d
Yeah.
and D forever.
Gotcha. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, ring of truth telling. You should
Got
be able
it.
to search it up with the eye and
Yep,
draw
I
it
just
on your
did.
sheet.
Yep.
Have fun with it.
All right, Gabe, what kind of tattoo do you want?
My family's initials. So you'll take kind of a piece of paper and like kind of jot down his initials, his wife's initials, his 3 kids' initials.
Oh, that's cute. Okay. This will probably last for like 10 years. So if you have any magic to make me do this better, use it. I'm good with that. I'm good with it because I literally magically am better at tattooing. But just if you want some assurance that it'll go better,
I can help.
Cast guidance on me if you don't want me to fuck up,
cast
please.
guidance on me. I'm just saying.
He gave cast guidance.
All right.
All right, and yeah, you cast guidance. I will backseat tattoo.
Okay.
All right,
Back to your
so
tattoo.
advantage with a D4.
With my tattoo, with my stick and poke check, and because of my fire rune, I have expertise,
Holy shit.
and it uses charisma, which I don't have -1 to. So
And for shits and
Okay.
giggles, because I haven't slept yet, Flash of Genius for an extra 5.
31. It is the
Jesus
best tattoo
Christ.
you've ever seen.
Yes. As a matter of fact, you are beyond proud of yourself. You are like, wow, I should have had more faith. I should do this a lot more.
Hold on.
I should start
This is
doing this for
amazing.
money.
And I don't even know what any of these letters actually mean.
Holy shit! You used the letters
That's
to
true.
draw their faces.
Gabe was screaming in pain.
It's fine! Settle down! Stop moving!
It's not that bad.
You're actually doing. Oh fuck. You're not even bleeding, dude.
He's just dying on the floor.
Oh, just passing out.
He's just like
passing out.
experiencing so much pain that he's just like, hey, with an 8. No, he
Oh.
maintains consciousness, but he's
Fine. He's fine.
he's like he's got tears running down his face. His eyes are red.
Sorry, I'm just putting little giant runes in there. You know I gotta do that shit.
A little bit of
Sit
snot.
still! Sit still.
Keeps squirming.
That's it. I'm knocking you out.
No, you don't. Well, I'd use my stone rune on you. There you sit still.
Oh yeah, put that little
But-
curve there. Nice.
You do make quite a beautiful tattoo. Over the course of, because it's a small one, and you guys got back around little bit after 8 o'clock. It's definitely after midnight by the time you're done, but yeah, it comes out nice, and you seem to have like plenty of light. Like there's plenty of like lanterns and stuff turned up in there, little
All right,
kerosene
now
lanterns and whatnot.
keep that covered. It's gonna be crying
Tender.
for a bit, and you're a cleric. You won't let it get nasty, but yeah, probably wait like a week or two, and then it'll be healed, and it'll be gorgeous.
Yeah, by the time
I can
probably about the time I get back to Red River.
I can accelerate the process.
Nope. It's probably better if it does it naturally.
Smack it.
Do you actually
No,
smack it?
I'm not smacking it. I got
Oh,
metal
okay.
hands. That'll fucking hurt.
I got metal hands. Yeah, I'd say you would reasonably know too, though. Since like parents are doctors and stuff, and some medical stuff to a degree. Yeah, they form better when they heal naturally. Trying to accelerate it with magic would make it turn out not as good as it could be. Um, and yeah,
Jarvis, I don't think you're quite old enough to understand that, yeah, magic has made things better, but there are just some things about letting it naturally do it that
How
somehow
old do you
brings
think I
out
am?
the quality in it.
How old do you think I am?
You're in your 20s, right?
27.
Yeah. You're a few years younger than the reckoning happened. It happened about 30 years ago, and I'm in my 40s, so I know a bit more than you do.
Holy shit, you're old.
I
this is
got
the
3
future,
kids,
old man.
Ed.
Oh man, back at home. Anyway, oh,
And I haven't been shy about sharing the fact that I have a family back home.
I wonder if they're alive.
I lost count after
I'm
17.
sorry, what did you just say?
Jesus.
Did you actually? Oh my god!
You hear a click in his holster.
As
Oh,
the
shit, I
hammer
wonder
is
if they're.
slowly drawn back.
Wait,
I
how
wonder if they're well and
Hey,
maybe
I
at
don't kill people's
school.
families off screen.
What? I don't also kill families.
Well, he didn't say that.
Yeah, I
Well,
didn't say that.
Killing families is on the table. To be
It's on
clear.
the table.
Cave's
I
revolver's about
will
to be on the
do.
table, pointed at Jarvis.
Yeah.
I didn't actually say that.
Yeah, everybody's leaving to see their families. Maybe we'll have a big get together with everybody's kids
At
and
that point,
cousins
Granny
and
would
shit.
walk out of the.
That'll be adorable. Come
I
on.
don't have a family.
Bruce
Yeah,
Wayne.
neither do I.
We can be a family, Ed.
We are a family.
Well, I got a family.
Oh yeah, aren't
Do
you?
you?
Isn't
That's
your
right.
sister prison
Yeah,
or something?
yeah.
Oh,
Wait, don't you and Ed have that weird heterosexual sleeping together thing?
Why do
Why
you
do you
say
That's
that like
Marcus.
it's
a weird
and
heterosexual sleeping together thing.
also
Weird heterosexual.
You
Jarvis?
bring this up every day.
Why do you sound like you're confused about it? They've explained it to you several times.
Well, no. I think part of it.
They have not explained it clearly to what they.
Let me explain it clearly. So I very briefly talked about this at the dinner, but y'all probably know that I'm from the other world, and I used to live with a herd of Goliaths, and I was kind of like a soldier, hunter, guardian of the whole group. So we didn't like fight people. We didn't raid or steal or go to war or nothing. I hadn't seen a gold coin until I went into a city after everybody I knew was gone. But we would camp out in the outskirts, and when it was winter, we'd have a little tent. And since we didn't have enough space and it was cold as hell, we'd all sleep on each other.
Oh, okay, so it's just comfortable
It's
for you.
it's just what I'm used to.
Okay, that helps me understand it.
I mean, yeah, like they're sharing body heat. It makes sense. You're supposed to do that like when you're in the mountains and stuff, like that one time when my uncle was looking for Yeti.
No, okay, that
Yeah,
helps
we lived in the mountains.
because I don't know what was happening. All I know is that two grown men sleeping next to each other all the time.
Not sleeping next to each other, on each other. Marcus sleeps on top
It's
of
not.
Ed.
I'm a great surface for sleeping on, and I think Marcus acknowledged that.
This is true. I don't see
Like,
what the problem is.
I don't even notice. I'm out, and when I'm
I
out,
just
I'm
thought
out.
of something. Walter says like, "Yeah, Ed makes a great body pillow," and then Aaron's like, Walter, you might
Yeah,
not
Aaron.
want to say those words."
Yeah, you are touching on something that you. Nope.
but here's the question: you sleep on his back, side, or his front?
Front.
It is front.
I sleep on
Yeah.
my back.
I've seen
Because
it
if it
before.
was, because if you slept on his back, that means Ed has a flat ass.
There's no fucking way.
Why are we deep diving this?
I mean, look at
You're
it.
deep diving it. Yeah. Ed don't have a flat ass. Nope.
This is perhaps the ass.
Why do you think he's so bad at stealthing?
You might even say it's Austin's ass. Because his ass cheeks clap together.
It's America's ass.
Walter, I'm trying to sneak around with a clap of my ass cheeks, keep alerting the guards.
Oh
Ass
my
cheeks give me
god.
disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, I can't wait until you get a natural one on stealth, like
You
a
have
month from
advantage on
now, and then I
persuasion
just go.
checks of getting people to like you, but you have disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, it's worked pretty well thus far. All right, I will be right back. I have to take out my dog.
I
Uh,
just I
Target eliminated.
don't see the constant problem with me sleeping on Ed. We have a mutual relationship where he is laying and I am laying, and that's it. Have you ever slept with someone before, Jarvis?
not in that context,
I see. It's not
but
good.
I have
Only.
oh, but I have fucked plenty of women.
Well, you see,
Um,
I do not fuck Ed, and neither does Ed fuck me. We simply sleep.
Yeah, I've shared a room with them. They don't do nothing like that.
That's why
That's why
everyone is comfortable sleeping in the same room with us, because we sleep. Am I wrong, Walter?
yeah, no, not wrong.
sorry, it's just usually when I hear sleeping on someone, it usually means intercourse.
I've never heard anyone refer to that as that, though I haven't really heard much about it. I don't particularly understand it yet.
What
Yeah, I've been
intercourse?
around the block a few times. That's definitely not a euphemism I've ever heard.
I mean, I've heard of it, but you see, Walter, when a mommy and it. No, I'm
No,
not even gonna
I
try
get that
that.
part.
Well, you ever heard of a girl ever saying she wants to sit on top of you?
I'm one
Yes.
of God's children.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Honestly, at this point, what is this conversation? Good night.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Yeah, this is still sleep.
If anyone wants to
Mm.
confess to their sins, I'll be in my room.
I have not confessed it. I have not done anything sinful.
All right.
Gabriel
Well,
smirks and kind of scoffs at that and gets up and heads off to bed.
I'm going to bed. And Aaron will also go to bed. Granny will eventually come out of the kitchen and head upstairs.
Everyone gets their bedtime snack cookie fresh out of the oven.
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of cookies are they?
The only kind, chocolate chip.
Yeah, chocolate chip.
I don't know what kind
Quite
of cookies. We
delicious.
and oatmeal. I don't know.
I think she did oatmeal one time, but not oatmeal raisin because I remember someone saying that that was a sin.
Oatmeal raisin's fine.
No, it deceives people into thinking that it's chocolate chip.
So the man who doesn't like two men sleeping with each other likes oatmeal raisin cookies. I seem to be seeing a theme.
Now here's the final question. Do you like pineapple on pizza?
Yes.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Die.
Kill him!
Kill him now. Burn him.
It's not even the issue of if pineapple's a good fruit, because it's a good fruit. I like it, but it's like pineapple on pizza makes no sense to me. It doesn't taste good. It just doesn't appeal to me. So
Well, it has
In-
to be done.
In my mind, like I only ever eat cheese pizza. That's it. But you can put whatever the fuck you want on your pizza. I don't care.
you could put whatever you want on your pizza. That doesn't mean that it's right.
Pizza's subjective, just like art.
Silence, heretic.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, she'll make some midnight snack cookies, and it seems like there's definitely plenty left over for in the morning. And I'll say that you all retire to your respective rooms, and you receive the benefits of a long rest. And if you take that time to attune to that ring, Marcus, you are now attuned to it.
Very good.
Can before we make also, do we know what we're doing next?
Well, we
It's
gotta
yet
get
to be
Are
discussed.
we
Ed's
are we all
dinosaur.
talking?
I understand the dinosaur, but after that,
Probably heading back to Austin. I gotta get my things.
Wait. There is something we should do. We should go
What?
to the Warforged factory.
that I totally agree with.
I mean, I will not answer yes or no because I don't know what Bean would say. Let's say maybe.
How are we gonna get there?
We have a generalized dealer, maybe.
Well, yeah, but that's a long ways in the jungle.
I
We have
mean, we do know the druids. We're like
Yeah, that's what Marcus just said. We could ask the
friends with
druids.
them now. Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't even know where it is. In fact, I think they want to destroy it.
That wasn't said.
That wasn't. I
They
thought
don't. They
said
don't. They don't know where it is, but they never said they wanted to destroy it. No.
Oh.
You remember?
Well,
You remember Balfour being particularly interested in technology, whereas Fran was not.
Oh,
Scones
right,
seemed
but
indifferent.
that's not what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Okay, then they wouldn't know where it is.
I mean, we know their general location now, and can't they do that weird tree thing that they did to get us closer to it?
First of all, they have to know what
Probably.
tree that is near it.
Well, I'm surely like they've traveled the jungle a lot. Surely at least one of them have seen a tree in a general area, or at least a tree that will get us closer.
Hey, Dylan, can you do me a favor?
Yep.
Can you either shift us or me to the big map?
I can move you guys to the big map.
Oh,
Not the
man.
very big map, because that's all of the
I know.
states.
Just the northern
I
part.
know. I know which one you meant.
Washington Jungle.
It was like
Okay, because it's
about
around
here, right?
here.
No, that's the temple we saw.
The black is where you saw the crumbling ziggurat. Yes.
That potentially had the power source that the Warforged were looking for.
This is what did I say his name was Tuz? Yeah, this is what Tuz told you. Tuz told you that he believed the power source to be there. But the place described to you that well actually no, it's not described to you, it was sketched. A waterfall. So you know that the sanctuary, as they called it, is in an elevated position near a waterfall.
Probably around here.
I thought this guy, the teenage Warforged we found, had gone south. So it would be somewhere over here.
You guys found him, I think,
Or-
around.
Here or something.
It was around here, yes. And he had gone south-ish, yeah.
So would it be like literally in like here-ish?
It would be somewhere within the Cascadias, yeah.
So we gotta go mountain climbing?
It could be anywhere south of the Druids, and anywhere north of the X
It literally could
within
be
within the mountain chain.
anywhere within this range. Even up into Canada too.
Well,
Uh,
like there's other elevated positions, yeah, but like it looked like a particularly like big waterfall sketch. So like you think it was in a taller area. So it'd basically be like anywhere between here and here. Along
Oh, along the
this
Cascadias.
yeah.
Do we know of any major rivers? I
well,
didn't
that's the
put
thing.
any in.
Maybe
Uh,
this.
That's not a river. That's the Oregon border.
yeah, that's the
Oh,
border of Oregon.
then never fucking mind.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's not. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't personally know the area.
The Columbia River's right about here.
Where?
Washington State. It's like it goes through the center of Washington, pretty much.
So like,
No, well, I could just draw it. It's like kind of windy like that.
so literally, so we would ideally, if we're looking at a map, want to go here.
To like Quincy or Trinidad or Sunny Slope.
so yes, yeah,
Actually,
essentially.
Lake Chelan National Recreational Area probably would be a
It's
good
funny.
place.
It's
But that's actually where the
where's
Druids are. Wait a minute.
yeah, no, it's not. It's not where the Druids are. No, it's actually funny because where I had intended for it to be was actually not all that far off from part of that loop that actually goes through the mountains further to the north. So I'll just say, for the sake of um, realism, yeah, it would probably be around there. That river, does it have a waterfall?
Probably many. It's one of the longest rivers in the U.S., but in that region, I wouldn't know.
Surely there's like glaciers that feed the place, and especially after the reckoning, it's changed the geography some.
So yes,
So look at
sure,
this.
absolutely.
So if there was no waterfall, there probably is now.
Hey, Dylan,
So yeah, around there. Yeah, what's up?
do you know that New Neanderthal is right next to Mount St. Helens?
I thought Mount St. Helens was over here.
No, it's here.
Oh God.
I mean, there's
Oh, those poor
also a
guys.
volcano on Cholt that's like what, exactly southwesterly of Nyanzaru. So if it's in the same direction, that's actually pretty funny that they wound up in a similar geographical location.
Yeah, right. And
Oh, what the fuck are you talking about, Tom? That's Mount Olympus. Mount St. Helens is over here.
Yeah, Mount St. Helens is
Yeah,
here.
like over here.
Mount Olympus is here.
Yeah.
Mount
Oh
Olympus
wow.
could erupt though. The reckoning.
Anything could erupt.
well, let me check. Let me check this map on the NOAA.gov.
I'm looking at Google Maps.
Guguru. Okay, Guguru.
Okay, Guru.
Actually, that makes a lot more sense too now for where I put the ziggurat, because if anyone was going to build some form of civilization, it would be along a river. So
What a happy coincidence. Because there's no way in hell you planned that.
yeah, no. I just put it in areas that I was like, I want it to be to the east of the Druids, but south, but not too far, so that it's not an insane journey. So close enough. Yeah, so you could reasonably ascertain that that's where that would be because that's where the river is and everything and how it works out. Like I said, Aaron wouldn't say yes or no because I'm not sure what Bean would say. Actually, I could ask him. I'll ask him real quick. He should be available enough at least to answer a text, I hope.
It sounds a bit hilarious.
Hi, Matt.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Doing all right. I was in the middle of a nap and I did not set an alarm, so my mistake.
Many such cases.
My mistake.
Were you using the homework file?
No.
Oh god.
No, it was using the homework folder
Oh, yes, yes, yes. You
with
know
many homework files in it. Obviously, as you know.
And subfolders.
Subfolders
Wait,
for all
Gotta
the
have that organization.
categories.
Yeah.
Homework,
Like,
homework 2, homework
are
3.
GUI
for
decimal system.
the zip folders that you have to run as admin.
Yeah.
You
Oh
guys
my God.
download your homework? I screw mine up.
Yes,
He
they
goes,
do
you
really
download
do.
your homework.
I
18
can't trust
terabytes
anyone.
of it.
I don't trust anyone with the homework in the
18
cloud.
terabytes.
Terabytes? Oh my god, it's a whole server.
He's a diligent student.
I don't fail my
Exa-
tests.
you, you
Yeah, he
are.
beats those tests into submission.
He
No,
is
I don't say
his
this
expert.
enough, but I love you. You are. Mwah. Well, Bean hasn't responded, so fuck it. Who knows? Where do
This
the rest
fucking
of you
guy.
want to go?
I think
Warforged
I
Factory.
mean
I don't
I
even know
gotta-
what's happening. What is happening? I got
looks-
back and you're all
it
talking
looks
about
like it's on the way.
I
Are
gotta
we
go to
we're
Gate Town
leaving?
too. We gotta go to Gate Town too.
We gotta go to fucking. We gotta take the train. We gotta get the dinosaur before we go.
Oh shit.
Well, right,
Or
right,
not.
right.
Or not. We can get someone
No, no,
else
no.
who's not a dinosaur.
You could
Get
you
a
could
fucking dinosaur.
very easily, since technically it is now the morning. You've not gone anywhere yet, and you guys are deciding what your next major course of action is.
At night plan.
You can go get the dinosaur.
Yeah.
And then you can proceed to wherever it is you want to go. But currently, Jarvis and Marcus want to go to the Warforged factory. So, and
I'm not smart enough to think in like the long term.
Gabe's said his goodbyes and he's leaving.
yes, as would Granny, giving everybody a round of hugs again and giving you guys the last of the chocolate chip cookies, which somehow stayed warm throughout the night. You think
Oh, yeah.
she kept them like slightly heated in her shell oven?
Shell oven.
She
Oh,
says she
works.
cooks them in her shell. I don't
In her
question
shell
it,
is a
okay?
demiplane.
What if her? You're right. It's just a bag of holding, except a shell of holding.
I mean,
Obviously.
actually,
Obviously.
you couldn't cook in a bag of holding.
Actually, you can.
So was it Walter? Walter wants to
There's
go to
nothing saying
Austin.
you can't. No,
What he said.
Walter's like, it's on the way. Might as well.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it.
So, all right, that's 4. Bruce.
Well, I'm just listing off things right now. I'd eventually like to go to Gate Town because I gotta talk about Starbucks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Um,
This man gotta talk about Starbucks.
That's fair.
And then I eventually want to go to Boston so I can get the spear thing so that the college will love me and I can kill Patterson. Politically kill him. Politically kill
Oh,
him.
yeah. I was gonna say you can kill Patterson really the hell
Right.
you want.
I'm gonna use my ring of truth telling to see if this was him telling the truth.
Yeah.
Insight.
That's
This time it
Sure.
echoes.
Insight.
Insight with advantage, and
This time it echoes. He's like in insight.
you might, if you are lying or telling the truth, either GM me a persuasion or deception.
Do you want me to GM the insight check?
Nah, just roll the
no,
insight
no,
check.
no. Yeah, roll the insight check.
Okay, I gotcha. Oh wow.
Owned.
Yeah. Oh.
Ben? Yeah, he clearly has a rival, and he wishes to see that rival cast down from good graces.
What is this about a spear?
Is that you lightly saying he wants to kill him?
No, it's not me
No,
lightly
like
saying
kill
that I
his
want to kill him.
career.
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain it in a way to where like it doesn't sound stupid. Well, not stupid. Not that it sounds stupid. I'm sorry. So I don't sound stupid. Yes, he wants to assassinate his career essentially. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's something I guess we could work on.
Yeah, I
How
want to
Depending on
drive
far?
a I want to drive a spear right in the middle of his social status.
Oh, that's one way of
Yeah,
foreshadowing.
run it through.
Like,
um.
what kind of spear?
Oh, it's like a magical spear.
Ooh.
Oh, so a magical spear through a
Does,
foreshadowing of death to his
does the
career.
spear have a name?
The spear of Kulain. Kulain. His spear.
I'm
Oop.
surprised you remember.
I know he's in a game
Kukulane.
called Smite, so I remember it.
Is he actually in Smite?
I'm
Yes,
Yeah.
certain he is.
yes, he is.
Oh, holy fuck! Yeah,
I've
Irish Hercules is
only
in
heard
Smite.
of an item of that.
Have you heard of Gay Bolg?
Have you heard of Gaybulg?
Make a history check.
Have you ever pop
From
up?
Smite.
Pop
History?
art?
Wait, hold on. History or Arcana since it's regarding magical items?
History because it's regarding Irish folklore. Um.
Oh. Oh.
Yes,
Isn't he also in Fate?
Cuchulainn, the child of Ireland's. Yes, he's in Fate because Fate has all the heroes.
Fuck
Yes.
it. Flash of
Hold on.
genius.
Gotta attend to my dog.
You're gonna flash a genius that, right? So that adds a 5 to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
That's
an 18. Yes, you have heard of Cuchulainn, the child of Ireland's light, also known as the Hound of Culzean. He earned this title after slaying the Hound of Culzean and thus taking the title. It was a giant dog, and he has a spear known as Gaebulg, which is said to always penetrate the heart. It'll always
What?
find the heart when thrown or thrust towards a target.
Cool. Now here's a question. Why would you think the spear is in America?
Because a leprechaun told me.
Oh well, obviously.
What? Wait,
Yeah.
this is the same leprechaun who's with the dr-
The druids. Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
Druids.
That
You've only
leprechaun.
met one leprechaun, so reasonably, yeah.
well, yeah, but they also knew the leprechaun beforehand. That's why I'm asking.
That's the same leprechaun.
Then most definitely.
The very
That
same.
Very same. It was him.
doesn't make any sense. Why would a Irish folklore weapon be in the United States?
I couldn't tell you. Maybe he threw it and found the heart of America.
In
That is
Boston?
Yeah.
so not true.
Not impossible.
Okay.
All over the
Oh!
place.
Just fucking
Shipping up
launched it
to
across the ocean.
Boston.
And then he gay bulged all over the place.
And then it's so unfortunate that it sounds like how it does, and also it's spelled like gay bulge.
Like
which is
gay
even worse.
bulge? Is it like
Yeah.
gay bulge?
Yeah, it literally
Yeah,
is.
yeah, it literally is like gay
All right,
bulge.
who's touching the spear?
Me.
That's how it's spelled.
Okay.
That's literally how it's spelled.
Uh-oh.
Anywho,
Gay bug.
Gay bulge.
Tally ho.
Yeah, but that's fucking
Alright.
far away. We gotta. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if we have like like a lot of downtime, like a lot.
Well,
But I'm down to go to the little like the Warforged factory.
The Beep Boop Factory?
Let's
let's
go.
go get Ed a dino. Let's go do some small shopping and selling if need be. Then we'll head out. Does that sound good?
Yeah,
I
I'll
was-
go wherever.
I was gonna say, you know that Gate Town would be on the way back to Austin, so it's not like we wouldn't be able to also do that.
Yeah, we could just wait to go to
Yeah.
Gate.
Yeah.
Because you know we went through the yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
Maybe
good
I
to
can
me.
also, maybe I can also meet this Bjorn guy.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, Thunder Thighs.
Thunder thighs.
And then,
He
then
would
have
do
Jarvis have a weird bleeding nose moment like, do I know him?
that. No, you don't. You know him. He doesn't.
Who knows who?
Stop.
Alright.
Stop.
In the
I've had
past
enough. You
life.
get one of those per session. One of those.
I was gonna ask.
Alrighty. So
Yeah.
you guys head back towards the Merchant Prince's villa. I take it.
I'm assuming everyone's in mourning.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, have we longly rested?
This would be the morning after you've had
Stupendous.
a rest. Um, let me move you back to the Nianzuru map for now. As you guys, you wake up, you have your breakfast, discuss your plans over breakfast. You then head towards the Merchant Prince's villa. Upon your arrival, it seems as though things have returned to business as usual.
Oh,
Um, the guards will stop you briefly at the gate, realize who you are. You just hear the one guy like whisper to the other, "The fuck guy." Oh, and then they open the gate for you and allow you in.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right.
you
hell,
proceed up
you're
to
the
the
fun
front
guy now.
doors, and just before you reach the double doors, Jamal will open them for you and simply go, "Ah, well, I'm glad to see that you are back. As you can see, the ascension seemed to be easy enough. Jabal did have a brother, but he had fallen out of favor with the other merchant princes, and since his wife was in fact married to him and set to inherit the fortune, she now has the title of merchant prince. It is it does not change to princess. It's like one of those, I don't know, is gender neutral the terminology, but it's not because prince is male, but she's not a male. It's weird. Don't worry about it.
Sounds right.
But yes, I will bring you to the lady. Need to think of Cholton name real quick.
She had a name, I know that for sure.
Cholton name, Cholton name. Uh, let's go with Lady Avral. There you go. Bring you to Lady Avral. He'll lead you inside. And this time, instead of to the right towards the dining hall, you will be led up the uh, double staircases to the second floor. Uh, to another set of double doors that are in line with the ones downstairs. However, on the adjacent wall. Um, and it will open up into this particularly decadently furnished room in which there is what appears to be a very low desk, one through which like someone could sit behind while sitting upon a pillow. There are these very like um, expensive and lush looking pillows, some of them covered in silk and others in what appear to be like very finely stitched together in colorful wool. The silk also is in like a lot of these bright colors, yellows and reds and oranges, the occasional green. And they're sort of just kind of like littered in a U shape around the front of the desk. And I believe Bruce was the only person that had seen her. Um, you would see the merchant prince's wife, who is now the current merchant prince, Lady Avral. And she simply uh, kind of nods towards Jamal and he leads you guys in, closes the doors behind you, and he kind of just like stands off to the side and she's just like, please sit.
I walk up and I sit cross-legged and I bow my head a little bit.
She'll kind of give you a little bit of a head bow back. Do the
Um,
rest of you sit?
yeah,
Or...
Oh, yeah, I thought it was only
yeah,
one chair.
No. It's like there's a bunch of pillows spread out in a U shape. You sit on the pillows.
Oh, okay.
I'm just sitting on the floor.
Yeah, Walter will go sit.
I will see it.
Very well. Um, so, as my late husband had perhaps, well, he did not end up discussing with you. That's right. He had wished to propose a contract to you to be your sponsor for any future fights in the arena. You would fight under his name. Now it would be my name instead, bringing glory to us both. Uh, You would obviously get to keep your winnings. However, a small percentage of them would go towards myself. Um, if you agree to this, besides our sponsorship, which not only affords you additional name recognition, but a personal trainer, anything that you would need to be successful in the fights, um, we will grant to you a beast of Uptown.
Okay, well, um, I would have said this to him if he told me, but the first part ain't happening because I, I spent a lot of time in the pits and it few reasons why I'm mostly leaving that behind, but it's important to me, and I'm glad that your husband. I think you're still supporting that art because it's an important thing. So I hope you find someone who you can sponsor like that. But also, I ain't gonna be around. And Andrew, probably not very much at all. I don't. I will see where things take us, but for me to accept this and then just leave for a while because that's what we plan on doing.
Hmm. Well, that is most unfortunate. We had sought to herald a champion. You see, the arena is a significant part of our people's culture. It is not the most predominant thing, of course, but it does placate the masses in times of uncertainty and unrest, but it also brings them um, great joy and entertainment, as it entertains us in the ability as well. Also, it is good revenue from any guests. Uh, but you are not willing to be our champion, and I can understand your reasons.
Who was that guy? Second round before Bjorn, not Bjorn, Ragmar Axborn, the Beardlet.
The beardless. That was Lloyd. He is the head of Watonga Otamu's personal guard.
Bit awkward.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Well, he would have fucked me up had he been fully, ready. I think he's a better fighter than I am. Uh, So yeah, that is to say, I'm happy that I could, while I was here, make some sort of mark on this town, like winning the arena, and now they joined the temple, and now they're opening a gym, and I want to see that before I go. But but I don't know how often we're our all the shit we're doing is going to take us back here. So maybe later on, I don't know. I guess I won't. Well, I'm not going to say that. Um, I have more than 3 years left, guys. I have more than 3 years left. Um, but yeah, maybe we'll see later. But also, you should find someone who's going to stick around, who you can more, I guess, reliably call on their name, and they'll be around and they'll have a reputation. I'm just gonna leave soon, and I'd like to come back because this town has treated me real good, but I don't think it makes too much sense for me to do this. And I don't. It's a life I don't. I'm finding more. There's more honor in a way that I can't really explain. Something in my blood. agrees with this new sort of journey that I've been doing.
You know, I'm not quite sure if I learned it or inherited it from my husband, but he always had a good eye for people. He knew the truly good from the truly bad. And the words that you are saying to me, I can understand, even sympathize with to a degree. And and I thank you for that, for your honesty. So I guess what I'm trying to say is,
Get the fuck out of my house.
no, no, no. You are now, due to the fight and your entrance into the temple, whether you might have known this or not, you are well known to the community. You are respected, and Nyanzaru will always be open to you. But if this is what you need to do, go on your journey and travel with your friends here, um, I can respect it. I will, as a parting gift and perhaps as a way to attempt to entice you in the future, once your journey is complete and you've decided to settle down somewhere, to perhaps come back here and consider once again to be our champion, I will still grant you the Beast of Uptown. How does this sound?
I thought the beast was part of the contract deal. It was just going to be a gift.
Yes,
Well, I mean
and
that
he
was
does not
before
wish to sign it.
he was gonna say that. Yeah, I accept.
Very well, and I hope you reconsider the offer throughout your travels. And she will stand up and say, "Very well, I will take you to the paddocks, and we can determine what sort of companion you are going to bond with." And she'll stand up, head over to the doors, open them up,
Are we going to go kick some tires?
kick some tires, and
We CrossFit for the rest of the session.
Jamal will kind of like, like indicate like to follow him and her, and I'll lead you guys back down the stairs. This time you go towards the kitchens. Well, at least Bruce would know it would be towards the kitchens, but instead of going to the door to the left, you would go to the door to the right.
I just call it home.
And you would proceed through a sort of like what would be like a good description for this? Sort of like a almost like a trophy room. Um, but it's not solely trophies. There's also like some weapons hung up on the walls and like armor stands and stuff like that of like varying different like sets of armor. You see like a suit of flaming fist armor and stuff like that. And then eventually you proceed out this back door and out into their rather modest backyard. And off over to the right hand side, there's a series of almost like stables, but in they're particularly large. And then off over to the left is a barn, but she'll bring you towards the stables first. And as she's walking, she goes, "Do you want a carnivore or a herbivore?
What do those mean?
One that eats plants or one that eats meats?"
Oh, I don't know if that matters. I either want like a little guy or like like someone you can ride on, someone I could ride on. So like Ed size.
Head size. Okay. Um, I'm trying to think. He's either a little guy or something you could ride on.
Velociraptor or like an ankylosaur.
Ankylosaur. Oh God, what are the CRs of that? Ankeg, Ankylosaurus.
Ankylosaur
Let's
is
see.
3.
Okay. All right. So that's not like insane. So yeah, we'll say there's an ankylosaur.
There's Triceratops. It's 5.
There's a triceratops.
I feel like that would be a
Um,
bit much.
Triceratops. Yeah. Um. So then, no, there's not a fucking Giga. Jesus Christ. No. Okay. So then maybe
There,
not a triceratops.
Quetzalcoatlus is CR2.
They're CR2, but they're massive.
They're huge. Ed could
Yeah,
ride that.
it could. Yeah, it could fly too. Um, I would say that would probably be like in the barn or something. Um, it's an ankylosaur. There's a pachycephalosaurus, but you wouldn't be able to ride it. But it is kind of a little guy. Compared to Ed, yeah, it would be a little guy, wouldn't it? Because it's kind of smaller than an average person. And also, they hit things really hard with their head. Would that be something Ed would be interested in?
Mm.
The bighorn sheep of the dinosaur world.
They both got bone heads.
Oh, there's no sheet for it's probably like a homebrew stat block, but I could figure it out. Little guys. I don't know. You know, give me what are you thinking?
I'm thinking either a little Velociraptor, just a little guy, or like a Deinonychus, like that slightly bigger guy, but still a little guy.
The one from Deinonychus?
Yeah,
That's the Velociraptor
that's
from Jurassic Park.
Jurassic. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they definitely have one of those.
That's very much rideable by you.
Yeah, you'd be able to ride that. So yeah, they have one of those. Do they
But
really
actually,
stock
isn't that
that?
medium? Or would that be medium?
It would be medium, yeah, but I think allosaurs are large, and you'd be able to ride one of those. Because
I
I
think
was gonna
that's a bit too high maintenance.
Yeah, Deinonychus is medium.
it's medium.
Yeah, so I probably couldn't ride it. Maybe Walter could.
I'm not small. I'm medium.
Oh, so medium, small complete. Okay. So let's do let's do an ankylosaur.
Oh, the ankylosaur.
The
Okay.
tanks of the
Yeah.
dinosaur
I want a
world.
big
Let's
fucking
go.
I want a big fucking tank motherfucker.
Did you know that its tail was named? Those tail spikes were named after the ones named after a comic.
Ankylosaur does not have tail spikes.
Hmm.
That's a
Oh,
steg.
Stegosaurus.
Stegosaurus. I got my dinos mixed up.
Look at that
I
big
very
guy.
much know an ankylosaur. It's my favorite dinosaur.
Since the ankylosaur,
That's my my dad's favorite dinosaur.
It's the best dinosaur.
wait, I'm
It's
correct.
objectively the
Ankylosaurs
best dinosaur.
are
Ankylosaur.
those armored, armored tank-like ones with the hammer tails.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ankylosaur. Alrighty. So yeah, so they'll lead you towards like the stable area where it is. And he kind of like looks towards you, making like a noise. Um, and she'll simply go, be careful. Approach him slowly. We're going to let you in, and simply just um, place your hand upon his snout, if he allows it.
Okay.
And then they'll just kind of slowly open the gate for you and let you in. And
Ed gets mauled to death.
at first he kind of looks at you, and then he like backs up a little bit, and you see his tail swishing a little slightly, not
Okay.
big, but he's doing the little swishies. What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna I'm gonna just very slowly sit down and I'm gonna hold out my hand. I'll just wait.
Okay. You wait. Make me an animal handling check.
Here goes. Big +0. Oh no, I got +1. Cool. Oh, don't have guidance up, so it's just a 19.
Okay. You wait a little bit, and its tail was swishing a little bit, but it begins to sort of stop, and eventually it stops entirely. It's not really moving it much anymore. It's just kind of like staring at you. It kind of like walks over to one side of its pen and eats some food. Still kind of just, like looking at you from the one eye from the side. And you sit in there for the better part of about 15 minutes before finally after it like eats and it realizes that you're not going to try anything, and it very slowly approaches you until it decides to stop like right before your hand, and then almost kind of like a cat, just like nudge its head into your hand.
Okay, there we
Well,
go.
like Toothless and How to Train Your Dragon.
It just starts kind of like rolling his head a little bit to make sure that like like you're actually gonna like move your hand and like give him a pat.
Yep. I'll rub his nose with my thumb and I'll scratch his chin.
He seems to very much like it, and in a less defensive way, there's like a slight wag to the tail. Um, and he's making a noise. It wouldn't be like a cat purring. It would be more equivalent to like kind of a low, rumbly, but non-threatening, like almost like a coo.
Mm.
More bird-esque, I guess.
They're,
Just because
I think they were closer to crocodiles.
I have no idea what
Crocodiles do
noise a
that.
crocodile would make. Oh, do they actually?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll say
I
they
was
do.
gonna say, I'm like, God damn it.
The popping sound from Peter Pan, that's the
Well,
crocodile
well,
sound.
actually, no. I remember one time watching a video with little baby alligators, and they would take two fingers and just kind of like rub it down the center of their stomach, and that would help them fall asleep. And they kind of did like a little like almost sort of like a it was like a sigh, but like with a little bit of like a coo to it. Yeah.
Like
So,
that.
but it makes a nice noise, and he definitely seems happy with you. And after you pat him for a little bit, you'll just hear Lady Overall say, uh, "Try to see if he will let you mount him."
Shit, alright. Um,
Does he
get
even
up.
have a?
I'll get up real slow.
Um, would he have a saddle? Yeah, probably because they definitely use
Okay.
them for this sort of stuff. So yeah, he would have a saddle on him.
Do you also have a bridle? So like, or not a bridle, a thing that we could use to hitch up to a cart?
Probably could do that.
I believe we could arrange something. Yes. Um,
Bit and bridle is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's more like for steering him. I think he means like something that would attach to the um, right? Yeah, because the bit goes in their mouth and the bridle is the actual like rope coming back. So, or am I incorrect? I don't
I
know
have no fucking idea.
equestrianism. Yeah, I'm not a fucking equestrian. So yeah, you manage because that was it was a pretty good high roll, and he's not a particularly ornery individual. You manage to climb up into the saddle, and doesn't seem to have any problem with your weight or anything like that, and he kind of like slowly heads towards like the front of the gate and like starts nudging it with his head, and she'll open it, and she just kind of says like to the rest of you like, just step aside, step aside. He's not particularly violent or anything like that, but you, you always want to be careful. Um, and I'll assume, unless anyone states otherwise, they step aside. This is where Marcus goes, no, I stand right in front of it.
I stand right in front of it. No, not actually.
And it just very slowly like walks, and he starts bringing you around the yard. He's kind of wandering aimlessly at first because you're not like giving him any particular direction. But after a bit, he's just kind of like doing like sort of very slow laps. He's not particularly fast, but it's not like a super slow crawl either. He's definitely capable of going at least as fast as a horse. Like, what? Oh God, what's the terminology? Is it trot, canter, gallop?
Yeah.
So it would be a trot. He could go at least
Canter's
as
the
fast
slower.
as. Oh, canter's the slower one.
Yep. That's more
So
like
then,
a kind of almost like a walker walk.
right? Okay, so
Oh,
then
okay. Yeah.
closer. Yeah, so closer to a canter. You're not sure if he can go any faster though, because you haven't attempted to make him go any faster.
Uh,
And technically, you don't have the thing on him to steer him, so like
it's
he's just kind of
believed that they could go. They couldn't move faster than about 3 miles an hour.
faster than 3 miles an hour.
Yeah, but
So I
in
guess
in 5e, it's got a speed of 30 feet,
Or
so that's what
potentially
matters.
up to 6 miles an hour.
okay. So yeah, so like he can move. He's not gonna fucking tool it, but he can move.
All right.
And after a little while, just like as you're just kind of slowly going around, eventually he does kind of like go back towards the pen, and when he like goes back into the pen and starts to go to eat, right before he goes to eat, he'll just kind of like slide, like lean down on his left hand side to kind of like slide you off gently,
Yep.
and then he'll eat, and then she's like, all right, well, he definitely seems to like you, so I'll see if I can get that hitch for you, and you'll be needing this. And she'll hand you the bit with the reins, right? That's the bit with the reins. And yes, he does eat a lot,
Yeah.
but
I have a
if
remedy
you're
for that.
what
I have a remedy for that.
you have a remedy for that. If
Quick,
Cool.
you
good.
allow him to just freely graze after a day of travel, should be fine, as long as you're not in an area that's devoid of any foliage.
Oh,
He eats a lot of grass, leaves, berries, some mushrooms, um,
Just
the
like me.
like. Just like you. But yes, and he is very, very faithful. He will defend you if need be.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. I'm just going to quickly call a little break because I have to pee again. So we'll do a little tenor, and then I'll get you the last of the stuff for your buddy boy, and if you guys are gonna do any shopping, and then you can be on your guys' way. So yeah, coming back in we'll call it 10:20.
Tremendous.
How's everyone?
Good. I'm just reading about the potential diet of ankylosaurs. They might
I
not
was
have fed on fibrous and woody plants, but rather a varied diet including tough leaves and pulpy fruits.
let's say I feel like they're eating a lot of trees.
Well, leaves and fruits, not the wood. Would they eat grass though? Because grass didn't exist yet.
Well, our type of grass didn't exist.
Also, they seem to swallow their food whole.
Did they have proper teeth, or did it
They
just
did, but adult ankylosaurs were able to swallow most of their food whole, while the young chewed. So they didn't have to spend. So they probably didn't have to spend as much time foraging for food as an elephant.
Because I can imagine ankylosaur just going up to a thing, biting onto it, crunch it once, and swallow. Because the amount of force they could probably just output with the one bite.
Alrighty, I'm back.
I was looking up the potential diet of ankylosaurs.
I was just kind of guessing. I don't know if any
Tough
of that was
leaves
right.
and pulpy fruits.
Berries can be pulpy, right?
Could also potentially have ate dry vegetation like an elephant would eat. About 60 kilograms of ferns per day.
60 kilograms?
130 pounds.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a lot, regardless.
That's a big boy.
It did weigh like 10,000 tons.
10,000 tons is like 20,000 pounds.
Oh, no, that was wrong. 5.3 to 8.8 short tons.
Short tons. What is a short ton?
I have no idea. 4.8 and 8 metric tons.
Tons 1,000, right? Unless it's spelt differently, then it's 2,000.
A metric ton is, yeah, I think it's 1,000 kilograms.
There's ton and ton, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I think ton and equals metric. I think that is true. I'm not sure though.
No, I'm not paralyzed. Sorry if this one's a little bit of a slow one, but I didn't want to throw you into combat again because like you just had a major fucking fight last session, and I don't like people going through like meat grindery stuff. You get too many combat sessions, people get exhausted of it.
Yeah.
You need that raw character interaction. That's what I really exist for. It's what I fiend for. I live vicariously through you guys.
Speaking of which, since we still got a bit of time, what do you think of the Tomb Kings?
They're interesting. I think that theirs is definitely way more heavily inspired by Egyptian uh, culture and mythology.
Mhm.
But the two, so like, it's weird because like,
You want to make a necromancy version of the Magus Society from Dragon Age.
well, technically, the Tevinter Imperium is a mage society ruled by mages that has slaves. Navara used to be part of Tevinter but broke off. They still kind of think similarly with the whole mage thing, except they don't have slaves and they're obsessed with death and immortality.
Just so you're aware, my knowledge of the mages in Dragon Age are about half, like only a 1/3 of the way through the second game.
1/3 of the way through the second game, so
Yeah,
so Dragon Age
yeah.
2. So
So I don't know what happens at the end of Dragon Age 2 exactly, and I don't know what happens in the third one, except that mages are going fucking crazy.
well, the first one is just like all the stuff with the blight. And
Yeah,
technically, Dragon Age 2 should have just been a DLC for Dragon Age Origins, but it wasn't, which is kind of a shame, but whatever, that's besides the point. There in the second one, you're at the you're in Kirkwall, and
are you
the
always in Kirkwall?
no. No, actually I don't even think you go to Kirkwall in the first one at all.
Well,
Um
in second one, I mean.
most of it, if I remember correctly, yes.
Yeah, that's what
The
kind of drew me
this
out of it.
that's why like a lot of the that's why a lot of people say that the second one should have been DLC for the first one because it's so centralized and like linear in this one spot. But it's like I forget if your character is the champion of Kirkwall, which I think it
All I,
might be. Your
all
character,
I
yeah, I
know
think
is that you deal with the one horned giant dude. Giant? I don't know. I don't know what they're called.
he's a Canary. The
Canary.
people with the horns are yeah, they're called Canary. So basically, um, the Chantry, the Knight Commander Meredith, she gets infected by Red Lyrium, goes crazy, and essentially like does some fucked up shit to the mages there, and causes the by the end of it like the whole Chantry, not the Chantry, the whole circle to explode. And mage circles are just like towers where mages live, and the Templars watch after them because there's always a chance that when mages practice magic, they can become possessed by demons. So that's like the whole purpose of the order existing.
That
Um,
sounds like frickin' Warhammer 4.
it's kind of like with the Psyker thing,
Yeah.
but it's a little bit different because the demons in Dragon Age, which
I'm familiar with them a bit from playing the IGN Mage campaign.
most of them are based off of like sins, but there's also good ones. Like there's spirits of faith, there's spirits of wisdom and purpose, but they're easily corrupted and they can become spirits of envy and pride and wrath.
Oh, look at all those lust demons
Yeah,
with
the
those
lust
weird
demons.
fucking tails.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's 10:20. Well, 10:21. Everybody back?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
here.
Yes.
Right. Matt, you're here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure. Um. Okay. So, we'll just say a little bit of time passes. Jamal and another servant will return, and they will bring you essentially like a hitch of sorts that'll connect to the back portion of his saddle, um, uh, and like go under his tail so that there's like no problems to connect to a cart. Um, excuse me, and she will then well, as I said, please consider the offer. And I wish you luck on your journey, and I pray that you stay safe.
Thank
We're
you.
we're sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I was told by my men that you tried your best. Um, I don't know if I believe in this death as the strange man that was at dinner. I know that there are gods of death, and that there are obviously those that do their will.
I
I
don't
don't know
think
how
that.
to.
I don't know what the hell that was exactly.
Yes, it is something that I have someone looking into. But regardless, a powerful entity like that, I don't believe, even if you had tried, you could have stopped. So I will not blame you. Um, but yes, again, thank you. I know it seems like we did not grieve, but we tend to celebrate their life, not really mourn their death.
This is the
And
way.
I like
business is
that.
business, so we have to carry on. Otherwise, the holdings will be neglected. And since I'll be taking over my husband's affairs in the future, if you ever wish to come to me for any sorts of the deals that he would have made, I would be more than happy to hear you out since you are all friends of Ed here. And yes,
Elbow Jarvis.
I was about to say, would now be a good time to do such things, or would you prefer not now?
we can schedule appointment in 3 months. No, I'm joking.
Oh,
Please present your accord to me, if you would.
As I
Here's
was
my Honda
talking,
Accord.
as I was talking with your late husband, we were negotiating funds for exchange for parts and trading of information of an autopsy I did on a Thunderbird.
An autopsy on a Thunderbird, and you were trading him Thunderbird parts, or
Yes.
okay? And in exchange, you just simply wanted money, and
Of course. Yes.
okay. Well, allow me to see the parts, if you will.
All right. Is what's the space like in front of me?
You're out in the yard. You could like spread it out on the
I
lawn if you
take
wanted to.
the crates from my bag of holding, and I start opening up and having a look. I have several magical organs that I am willing to trade some for exchange for coin, such as the gizzards. I do have some of the oil from a Thunderbird, and I have one of each type of lightning and thunder organ that I'm willing to trade. Such organs can be used for quite potent magical crafting.
see.
Plus the first and only notes that I am aware of on the complete autopsy of a Thunderbird as well.
Okay, all right. So you present the parts. uh, well, how much are you looking for in total? Like if I were to buy the lot from you.
Let's see, one lightning organ, one thunder organ, two gizzards, two beaks, the oil, and the notes. Give me a moment while I do some math. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Apologies. I thought you were going to shoot me a number originally.
She's just curious to see like what you're willing to sell and what you're looking for.
Because I actually have a nice little thing I like to refer to when it comes to selling shit.
What are you using, Hammonds?
No. Because I know what I'm trying to get out of it, and if I can get enough to make something, that would be awesome. This shit would load. Sorry, I do apologize.
That's all good.
Okay.
I'm also looking into something currently while I'm speaking to you.
If possible, 3,000 gold for the lot.
3,000 for the lot. Hold on, let me see if I can find that last thing. Good water. Water is good for the body. 3,000 gold. So you said two gizzards,
Two beaks, a
two
lightning
beaks,
organ, a thunder organ,
right?
and notes on the autopsy of a thunderbird.
You said about 3,000. You know what? Make me a persuasion check.
And they are quite in pristine conditions, kept nicely preserved.
Yes, I can see this. You know what?
Guidance.
I was gonna say I'll give you advantage.
Oh, really? Shit.
Yeah, sure.
I'm also going to put a little guidance in there. Don't mind me.
An 11.
Plus a
Up to
flash of genius.
13. Okay, 13 plus 5 is an 18. Okay. Alrighty. She'll kind of like peruse them, look them over. She'll like lift one of the large beaks out and just start like looking at it. And she goes, 3,000?
3,000 for the offered lot.
Very well. Deal.
All right then. I put all the things together. I will. Do I have any cloth to wrap them up in?
Um, she'll just like kind of clap her hands, and Jamal will run inside very quickly, and not too soon after, we'll come back out with a number of other servants who also have chests of preserving. Uh, so
Wonderful.
two of them, and they will kind of like look towards you for indication of the items to be transferred.
Um, I start pointing them out.
Very well. They'll transfer all the items, and when everything's said and done, They'll close them up, and Jamal will whisper something to Lady Avril, and then she'll whisper something back. He will run back inside one more time and back out, and he will hand you a large pouch um, with 3,000 gold.
Sweet.
Let's
And
go
she's just
blow it
like,
all on drugs and hookers.
Yes, yep, yep. I believe you still have a thunder and lightning organ as well, right? Because you only sold from the one bird.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yep. Yep. Alrighty. So yeah, and then with that, she's just like, if you come across anything rare or interesting in the future, and when you're in the neighborhood, don't forget about me.
That'll be kind of hard. I might actually use it for my own stuff first.
Well, if you ever happen to have anything extra, or you're in need of coin, as a matter of fact, I could perhaps provisionally offer you a contract in which you bring these things to me in exchange for an agreed upon sum. But I know that
If
you're in
I'm
a rush.
if
Hmm?
I'm in the area, I'll come by.
Very well. And if there is no other business with the new merchant prince, I'll say that you guys. Um, was there anything else that you guys wanted to do in the port before you determined to leave?
Buy some rations.
Sell that great sword I got off the ghost.
Very
I'll look
well.
at the gem in the temple.
Okay. Uh, I'll do Ed's thing first. You head to the temple. As usual, the priest is there. He greets you, gives you a nice warm smile. He goes, I'm assuming you're here to see if we delivered on our promise.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll show you the way. Um, and he will lead you towards the back part of the temple, more towards the altar area, where you notice behind it there's sort of like a curved descending stairway that like heads under it, and you go down into this sort of like basement area. It almost seems catacomb-esque, but it's not nearly as like macabre. It's just you know more a basement. However, they seem to be like you're not quite sure if it's like through some form of like pipe and mirror thing or if it's just like a hole that they dug, but there is natural light coming into this place through like these little holes, like almost like porthole sized holes in the wall, and but further up like towards the ceiling, and you see what looks to be the equivalent of um, a gym for the time, which essentially I'm trying to think like what would make sense here. Probably like particularly long because I don't think they would have thought of the whole like metal weights yet. It would be more like
Sandbag weight.
Yeah, probably sandbags or rocks,
yeah,
like cinder
sand.
blocks sort of
There'd
stuff.
definitely be sandbags. There would also be like when you try and like balance the two buckets on the end of the stick, except those are like full of rocks. And then there's like varying like buckets, some of them with like smaller rocks and others with, significantly larger ones that seem to weigh more. Um, there's also like almost like one of those like stretchy things, but it seems to be made out of like some sort of particularly stretchy like dried out and painted animal innards. Um, and I'm trying to think what else. I'm trying to think what else. Uh, Probably like some free rocks for like weights. Jesus Christ. and there's like a couple little like benches you could set up on and stuff. And oh, there's um there's like pulleys. Specifically, there's like this one spot set up where it's like a pulley, um, rope pulley, and on the other end of it is like a pallet with a bunch of bricks on it. So you could just pull it up and
Some cable
let it
flies.
down. Yeah. Um, and yeah, and that's pretty much all they got for now. And he's like, we were thinking about expanding to perhaps some yoga.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we could add some like softer parts, even for like body weight exercises. But yeah, you like flexibility stuff, stretches. I don't do enough of that. I'll be real with you.
Yes. Stretches, those are always good before any strenuous movement, if you catch my meaning. But yes,
Uh,
stretches, yoga.
yeah, this is great. This is way more than I thought y'all would have.
Oh, well, you put a thought in my head, and you're right. Gotta take care of our appearance, and the best way to do that is to stay fit. Also, thinking about just having people take walks or light runs around the grounds of the temple.
Oh yeah, that's always more fun with a group.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Perhaps after morning prayer, we'll do like a light jog.
That sounds great. All right, I'm gonna stock up on some essentials, and then I regret to tell you that I will be out of town for um well, I don't know how long, but I do want to come back because this place is great. So this is goodbye for now.
Oh, well, I'm sad to hear that. But the faith, it will always be there. The lady is always listening, and whenever you return, you will still be welcome with open arms. Just don't forget
And
about
spread
us.
legs.
Yes, and spread legs. And just like I said, don't forget. Come back in, check in on your friends. Maybe we'll have some new members. You never know.
Hope so.
Oh yeah, it's always good to have diversity. You never want to have the same meal all the time. It can get quite boring. I can hate myself. I hate myself so much. Um,
All right,
yes,
I'll be sure to time my visits appropriately. I'm gonna go say hi to Rebecca, and then I'll be back at some point.
very well. Well, blessings upon you.
Yeah, you too.
I almost responded to you saying Rebecca.
Oh God, would Rebecca and Ed be friends?
Friends, yes, but not in this way.
Was Rebecca a warlock?
Warlock,
Rogue.
roguelock, if you will.
I will.
Well, this Rebecca does not participate in those things because, if you remember, I said that she is not of that age. So, I mean, Ed passes as an adult and is not sure how old he is. And I mean, 17/18 for a guy, because I think you said it was one or the other, right? Is what he thinks
Well,
he
he
is.
he lost. He stopped counting at 17, so he's
Stop
definitely
counting at
older. He's
17.
definitely older than that, but he has no idea how much older.
Okay, so yeah, so definitely appropriate for him to be in the orgies, but yeah, that's not why Rebecca's part of the temple, and
Yeah,
she
no.
definitely does not participate in that. She's there for the art, for the
Yeah.
tattoos and the like. But yeah, and sure enough, you'll head back upstairs and you'll find her in her usual spot with some of her more edgier looking friends.
Yes. The cool kids. Oh my god, remember the
The
cool
cool
kids?
kids. Oh shit! What kind of voice did I do for her? Was it more like Valley Girl? I feel like.
It was like it was kind of like exasperated Valley Girl, just like
Ah.
uh, you know.
Oh, hey Ed, what's up?
Yo, uh, things have been great. You hear about the merchant prince dying?
No.
It
Yeah,
was
one of
like
them.
they were keeping it secret.
Yeah, one of them died.
Oh, that's terrible. Which one?
Jabal. I know why, because he invited me to the dinner when I won the arena.
Oh God, please don't tell me you did something bad, Ed.
He did not do anything. And
Okay.
then things happened. I was doing very good things actually, but not enough, I guess.
All right. Well, I trust you. You don't seem like a murderer.
Oh, I wouldn't be telling you. I would have been long gone. Well, speaking of which, I am leaving
That's
today.
concerning. Uh. Oh. Okay.
That has nothing. It had actually has nothing to do with Jabal dying. I know now that I say that. No, no, no. Listen.
This is looking really suspicious, Ed.
All right. Well, yeah. All right. Cat's out of
I'm
the damn
fucking
bag. I
with you.
killed Jabal. All right.
Yeah,
Um.
I didn't think you did it. Also, yeah,
Yeah.
we heard. We heard. It's kind of like
Yeah.
really hard for them to keep that shit under wraps, especially when they do the big funerals.
Oh yeah. I guess that makes sense. I got a dinosaur. Beast of Uptow.
Yeah, either one works. I mean, that's like what my mom calls it, but yeah, dinosaur.
I got one.
Really? What kind?
Yeah. Uh, the big one with the club tail.
Oh, yeah. I think they're called like anklos. Yeah.
Anklos. Yeah. Fucking rules is what it does.
Oh, yeah, they're totally cool. I saw one at a race one time, and they're not that fast, but it kind of broke the other one's hip, so
Oh
it
hell
didn't
yeah.
have to be fast.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
All right.
they're
I'll also yeah.
real useful.
They're so cool. I gave my first tattoo to someone like
You did?
professional.
Oh my
It
god.
was some letters. I can't read, but they were supposed to be like his kids' names or something, and
Okay.
it was amazing. I had like enough. I could write some like little stuff in the letters. It was gonna be hard to top, but I think I got it.
Well, that sounds really nice. You know, normally when people come to me and they ask me for name tattoos, I kind of don't like doing them because, like, it's their girlfriend or boyfriend, and it doesn't last that long. And then they immediately regret it and act like I'm able to just kind of wash it off their skin. But it doesn't work like that. So, at least it's his kids. They're not going anywhere. They're definitely going to outlive him.
Yep. He was like one of the old. Like he's old. He's like an adult.
Oh, God. Old people are
It,
the worst. Was he at least nice?
he was very nice, but he was
Okay.
like he's like I have a wife and kids. Like all right, old timer. You do you.
Yeah.
Anyway, tattoo was sick.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're coming along with it. Well, hopefully, one day you can give me one.
Oh shit. Yeah, when I'm back, and I'll keep doing it to whoever will sit still long enough. I didn't really think it hurt when I got mine, but I guess
Yeah.
people
Some
can't
people
handle
just
it.
aren't built for pain. Yeah,
Yeah,
bitches.
bitch. All right, well, this will be the last time seeing you for a bit.
All right. Well, when you're back, make sure to come by and visit.
Of course, first place I'll go to.
Awesome.
I'll give her and the other cool kids a fist bump.
Yeah, they all give you fist bumps. One
Sick.
guy just kind of like looks at you like he's not quite sure, and he's just like, "Oh, fine, I guess." And then he
Cool,
he
dude.
gives you
And
the.
then
Cool.
point and laugh at him for conforming to the norms.
Yeah, yeah. The others are like, "Ah, fucking
So-called
normie."
free thinker. All right, I'll leave the temple.
Alrighty. All right. So for those of you purchasing anything, just let me know what you're purchasing,
40
and then
rations.
we'll 40
Well, I'm trying to,
rations.
well, I'm trying to also sell the great sword.
Right. Okay. Shopping. God, I hate shopping. Plus one item, plus one item, plus one item. Excuse me. Ba. G. So it was a great sword, yeah. Greater silver sword. Fuck is that?
That is a special item that gift can get.
Uh,
Yeah, that's it. In the astral plane, it can. If I think if you score a critical hit, you can choose to instead cut the cord of a astral projecting soul.
Yep. And kills
so
them in.
on average, it says 800 to 1,000 gold for plus one weapon. So let's call it 900. Sound fair?
You said 900.
Yeah, we'll give you 900 for a plus one greatsword.
Can I get like 950?
Make a persuasion check.
Hold
I
on.
feel like you're trying to buy something very specific here that you need like exact money for.
It's more so I'm trying to acquire the necessary resources to make something.
Okay.
Also, my
Belt of
social.
storm giant strength.
Oh my
Fuck that
god.
shit.
927.
Give me a second. Stuff's being funky on my end. I'm also trying to do a dual interface on my Steam Deck.
Oh
See how it
shit!
works.
I'm supposed to get an item for Walter at some point
Oh god.
because of that
What do you mean?
arena award gift I got from you.
Gears are spinning.
Right. I do recall that. Speaking of arena, I need to run mine.
Yeah, we gotta figure out a day for that.
Yeah, because someone just had to have a car wreck. Nah, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
come on, Tom. Jeez,
This
crashing your
guy.
car. Fucking
Regardless, how are you actually feeling, by the way?
You need to turn off your noise suppression. We did
yeah,
not
you
hear that.
really do. It's just like, like, bro, what?
Uh,
That's a bit better. What'd you
you
say?
you won't see me near any strip poles. That's all.
I'd hope I wouldn't see you near any telephone poles, but
How about no polls for you?
yeah, no poles
Yeah,
at all.
I,
Just
I
no
don't I don't
poles.
go near poles anymore.
You'll never be
I mean,
able to visit Poland.
Yeah,
I never wanted
that's
to go
so
there.
fucking lame.
That's it. You're going to Poland.
You're
You're going
sentenced
to
to
Brazil.
Poland.
You've been sentenced to
Where
Poland.
in Poland?
Just Poland in
So
general.
I don't accidentally raise the price. I'm gonna flash your genius that to 13.
I'm gonna flash up a genius
You
for
know what?
Poland.
Just for you,
Okay.
Jarvis, 200 gold.
All right.
You know what?
So
Fuck you.
she will say
I will
because
take
you
it for free.
would have went to the magic item shop and I said, "Oh my god, I can't remember what the magic item lady looked like. Was she also a furbolg or was she a half orc? I don't remember. It's
I
one or
think she
the
was a
other."
furbolg.
She was a furbolg, right? She will, with a 13, say,
No.
best I could do is 925.
I'll take it.
Very well.
20.
And then you said 40 rations.
Yes.
Okay, so what is it? Two rations is 1 gold. So was that 20 gold for 40? Is that how that
That
works?
sounds right.
Fucking math. Fucking A. Alrighty. Anyone else buying anything else?
Um. Hmm.
You're
I
gonna
think I
hate
need
me.
stuff. I need bullets.
Need bullets. Okay. Easy enough. Hold on. I have that somewhere. I remember the prices. I remember.
I don't remember.
So it's for
Alright,
your mysterious desire, right?
Uh. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Ammo. 4 gold for 20 rounds.
4 gold for 20 rounds. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, I have a lot of gold on me. Um.
You're welcome.
Holy fuck. When I don't even remember getting this much gold. It's been a while since I looked at my gold. All right. How much ammo does do I have like
Don't
a general
remember you
idea like how
purchasing
much?
anything.
Right, that's why I have so much gold. Um, do I have like a general idea of like how much ammo the party has?
I got.
Not particularly.
I
I
have a
mean,
bit
well,
that
you
I
could
don't
ask.
use because I don't shoot guns. 'Cause I can't. My damn fingers can't fit on the fucking
All the
thing.
bullets Walter had is back in Austin.
Okay. So I use a gun. Bruce uses a gun?
Yo,
Not anymore.
Not anymore, no, because now he's gone full wizard. I mean, unless Bruce, you still use a gun.
No. I got it with me though.
So he
Hmm.
does have it with him. Okay,
It's just burning
so
on his side.
I do gun tricks to impress chicks.
I
That's
thought you
it.
were I heard in the impress at first. I thought you were gonna say to impregnate chicks.
Oh shit.
But it
I
was my
That's
did
my
mention
weapon.
other gun.
I shoot my seed into him. Uh,
It is a 6-shooter.
Oh no.
um.
It does
So
take an hour for it to reload, though.
Like, hold
yeah.
up.
An
So it
hour?
seems like
Damn, an hour.
since yeah, Jesus, since most except for Jarvis, I think is the only other one that. But no, you have the repeating shot, don't you? Because Artificer.
I did not get it.
Oh,
Artificer.
okay. So then,
Artificer?
yeah, yeah, Artificer. That's how you say it. I promise. I've said
There's
Artificer for
no way.
ages, bro. All I know is I said Artificer or yeah, I've said
Artificer.
Artificer
Artificer.
or Artificer. I've said either or. I've said
Artificer.
Artificer for the longest time, and then I played Dragon Age, and he goes, "I'm an Artificer from the League of blah 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 blah," and I'm like,
That's not right.
Well, you know it's wrong because it sounds British.
"That's true.
Right. We had
I
this
shouldn't
conversation at
listen
the
to the
beginning.
British people." All right. So yeah. So besides Jarvis, it seems like no one else uses a gun. Gabriel did, but he has departed. So depends on if you want to buy ammo for anyone else.
He just left
Well,
this mortal
if you want to buy
coil.
armor for Jarvis, he's left this mortal coil. I'm
Well,
tired of this mortal coil.
It's time
Um,
to end it all.
I would also like to purchase one last selection of things, and I do
Oh god.
apologize.
No, it's all good. We still have like an hour, so
How dare
2,000
you?
gold worth of crafting materials for magical items.
okay.
it's just
Yes.
essentially you spend 2,000 gold, and then you would add to your sheet 2,000 gold's worth of magical crafting
Ma- material.
material. So then, sure,
He's a
yeah, you could do
material
that.
girl.
In a
Yep.
material world, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. So how much ammo you want to buy, Chief?
So you said it was 4 gold for 20?
4 gold for 20 rounds. Yes, sir.
All right,
That's for
I'm
a box
going
of ammo.
to. Okay, I'm going to buy 4, 8, 12, 16, 20.
Because technically, some guns did take cartridges at this time. Others took black powder. For convenience's sake, because magic and advancement of technology, they all take cartridges. They don't take black powder.
Alright, I'm gonna buy 10 boxes.
10 boxes. Okay, so 4 for 20. So 20 times 10. 200?
Yes.
Okay, and then what's 20 times 4?
80.
80. There you go. There you go. 80 gold. Mark off 80 gold and then add 200 rounds of ammunition. Thanks. I know how to do math. I said it. It wasn't actually Tom that said it.
Wait. How much gold?
It's 4 gold for 20
For a
rounds.
box. Right.
And you said how many boxes?
10.
10 boxes.
Yeah.
So 40 gold for 10 boxes. So
Yeah.
you would have 200 rounds. Okay, there you go. There you go. Shush.
I was
I
about to
know how to
say.
do things. God damn it. It's okay. We'll edit it in post. No, we won't. We're doing it live.
Fuck it.
But yeah, so mark off money and add on ammo accordingly.
Just did.
So Jarvis, you said 2,000 gold of the
Crafting material.
magical crafting material. Anything else from anyone else?
Nope.
Going once. Going twice. Sold.
Oh.
Okay.
More ammo.
Well,
Nope.
I would have restocked on perfume and stuff at the temple.
Fair enough. Yeah, they would have like only had you pay like call it like a gold.
Sure.
Like it's good stuff, but like you're a member, so it's not like as expensive of a tithe. So yeah. And alrighty. So you guys get all your stuff. You head out side of the gate. You head back towards the individual that you were paying to mind your horse and cart. I think you technically didn't go over
We
because I
didn't.
remember you paying for a number of weeks.
I think we paid for 2.
Might have paid for 2 weeks, so maybe you did go over. Has it been over 2 weeks since you guys?
I don't
No,
think
it's not.
so. It's probably almost 2 weeks, but we haven't gone over 2 weeks.
Okay. So you grab the cart. I think you had 2 horses. So you have the 2 horses and you have the ankylosaur. How you want to do that, entirely up to y'all. The guy will say, however, if you want, and you're going to use the big guy, the scaly one, could buy the horses off of you, unless you want to keep them.
Are we gonna need them?
Oh, we got the scaly guy.
Right. Yeah, but can he transport all of us?
We can pull a cart. So we've been moving around. So yeah.
You can pull a cart. They are supposed to be beasts of burden, so
100
Well,
gold per horse.
he kind of like looks at you and is like, mister, that don't sound right.
Yeah, that actually sounds less.
How the
Well,
fuck?
Draft horse? How much a draft horse?
Oh, 50 gold.
50 gold.
So
Really?
actually, you're
Oh.
charging double.
well,
Riding
yeah.
horses are 75. Draft horses are 50 gold.
Wait,
These
why
are
am I-
draft.
these are
Wait.
very good horses.
And I don't doubt that, but you're still asking double what the usual rate is.
Fuck it, we were gonna get rid of them anyway. 30 gold for each of them.
Deal. And he'll give you 60 gold.
That's how you
Now,
do
who,
business.
another question is,
The Art
who
of the
you guys-
Deal, written by
Yeah,
by Elthar Brown.
Out of
that's right.
curiosity,
Yeah, I'll throw it.
out of you guys, who's getting the gold? Because I'm not getting any of
I mean, Ed made the deal.
that. Oh, okay, so
Ed did make the deal.
Reward for my genius.
Very well. Mark
Hold
goes,
on, I have a
add
great way to
60
get his
gold.
money. 30 gold for these $50 horses.
Yep.
Deal.
I'm
well, in a
doing
way,
math.
they are used.
Dead
We
on
made more
arrival.
money. We made more money because we were at. Well, I was gonna give them away. I was gonna leave them. So
You're gonna leave them
someone would have been like, "Oh shit,
over
horses."
the new Neanderu PA system. Whoever left their horses unattended at the stables, could you please come to reception?
Do you see an unattended horse? If you see something, say something.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what how's the SpongeBob one go? He's like, whoever had the blue sedan, you left your lights on. It's like whoever had the draft horses, you left your lights on.
Hey, can I put a coin in the horse?
In the horse?
In the horse?
Going back to the SpongeBob reference.
Oh, I heard
When he
something
tried
else
to put
before you
he
said
tried to put
reference.
the coin inside of the horse with Weesnaw and it like fucking kicked him. Yeah, I remember that.
You want to shove a coin up a horse's rectum?
The horse
So
might enjoy it. There's a chance.
it was
I'm
well.
I'm not
It's
gonna
the
let that
horse's
down now
coin
since
slot.
you kept questioning me and Ed.
Okay.
Doesn't
Alrighty.
even fight.
The only
So
reason
you
I have a question
guys,
is we're gonna answer.
They gave you multiple answers.
Well, not a proper answer.
Not a cent.
What?
Jesus Christ.
You were speaking moon runes, I guess, Luke.
You head out. God, I hate it. You head out. About by the time you've taken care of everything, finished running around town, and met with the new merchant prince, you didn't end up hitting the road until about noon. Um, but you got everything you need. You're all packed up. You said goodbye to your friends, both those that were departing for their families and those that are staying in Nianzuru. And uh, you don't need to make any survival checks because, well, the road is there.
I also have cartographer's tools, which proficiency with makes it impossible for me to get lost.
That's right. Walter's back now, so I can't lose you anymore. um, you don't travel particularly far this day. But you do, you know, set out on your journey and you start going down the road. Um, you would notice in the area uh, along the side heading up north, well, in this case, it wouldn't be north, it would be heading more um, easterly towards the jungle. Um, you obviously you hear birds, you hear animals, but like you almost have like this like sense of like, oh, things are fine, like it feels safer for some reason. Then you remember, oh yeah, that's right, they did say that they were going to work on that barrier. So you think maybe they started with it closer to the port and were working their way down. And yeah, and night will come.
Walter will make that with his carpenter's tools. He'll make that temporary shelter for everyone. Though one slight mishap with it, he makes the door the exact same relative height to him as it was when he was human. So it's smaller
Okay.
for everyone.
Can Jarvis adjust?
Probably not, because it's built into the structure.
Yeah, it's
Everyone
it's,
has
it's
to
built
crouch
into
down.
it.
It's not until like Ed goes to
Walter,
he goes to
Walter,
point
I
it out.
can't-
He's like,
I can't fit in here.
Oh, oh crap! Oh no! Oh, I mean, you like sleeping outside anyways, Ed, right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Everyone else,
He's
you're gonna
like,
have to
"Yeah."
crawl in probably. Also, he'll set up his brewer's supplies to be purifying some water.
Oh. Okay.
Because that's important.
Also,
true.
Ed, you can technically you have a giant warm creature to sleep next to.
Oh shit! Yeah,
What are you gonna
True.
name him?
I did name him.
What's his name?
I named him Kothar after my dad.
Nice.
Ready? Okay. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to drag that on up to, where is it? I know we have player companions. There we go. Player companions. I'm going to edit it. Is it Kothar? How do you spell that?
Kothar.
Alrighty.
Who's?
Lunk. I hear video game. I will destroy.
Who is kidding me?
It might have been Tom.
There you go. You should have access to Kothar now. I don't know.
No,
It didn't
it's
sound like
not
the kind
me.
of game Tom would play.
Ooh. Oh fuck yeah! Tail.
No, it wasn't me.
That's like a
Yeah.
million damage.
What do you mean? Actually, yeah, 46 is
46 plus 4.
that's nice.
Don't like you
Um,
assuming, Beck.
is anybody taking any watches?
I'll take the first watch.
Walter is exhausted, so he will not work.
Well, suffer.
Very well.
My little dudes will give you advantage.
Okay.
I'll take a watch.
Okay. Anybody else for that third one? Because we do three.
Throw Granny up here.
Throw Granny.
She's
Yeah.
gone.
Oh, she's gone.
She's left.
Granny is gone.
She's still here with me.
She's still in here as he points towards his heart.
Actually, before Granny left, her one of her clawed fingers started glowing. She's like to Marcus, like, "I'll always be in here."
Oh God!
And then it burns his flesh off.
I'll use it for the cookies for my grandkids.
Oh no.
One of them is too chubby.
It's a good thing your meat is so lean.
I hate that there's like this secret thing that like Granny's a cannibal. It's the worst.
It's only cannibalism if it's other turtles.
See, like, now, is it confirmed that she is a cannibal now?
No! She was never a cannibal.
No, it's not. Stop.
Stop
This
ruining
isn't
my
canon
world.
lore. Don't ruin my immersion to
This
my
is
own
my
world.
world, Mr. Anderson.
Alright. So yeah, whoever's taking the watch, roll me the perception.
I got you.
You have advantage.
Yep, you have
Gankage.
advantage. Okay. Your watch, pretty uneventful. You hear like a sort of honking out in the distance, and you vaguely remember this as being like a sort of communication call between dinosaurs. You're not particularly sure of which ones, but it's definitely not the ones that eat meat.
Not the, like, toucan honk.
No, not the honk. No, it's more like a.
Probably hadrosaurs.
Could be. But yeah, uneventful. Good thing. Anybody taking the next one? You said it was Bruce, right? You said you were gonna take
Yeah.
one.
I'll take it.
Alright.
And also, as Marcus is going, hey, Marcus, I just wanted to ask you a question.
What's up?
Could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Um, you know how like everyone started hearing the days of their deaths? Um,
Yeah.
well, I reckon you and me didn't hear ours. So just in case I go and you don't, I just want you to do me a favor and go to the prison my sister's at, and could you uh could you say that I did it and get her out? I'll take the fall because I'm dead. So at that point, it doesn't real matter.
Uh, okay. Where's the prison?
It's right outside of Texas. I'm forgetting the name, but when we get back to Texas, I'll let you know.
I believe Fort Worth, which should be in Texas,
Forward.
unless yeah, unless you wanted it to not be in Texas.
No, no, that I think we agreed on that one.
Okay,
Yeah, I can
let's check my notes.
see what I can do. I of course would try to help, but since you're my friend.
Well, I reckon. I reckon if I'm gone, someone might as well be free.
So, what happens if they do end up finding you and everyone knows you're dead, but you're there?
Wait, what?
What happens if you're discovered?
No, I'm saying if I actually die.
Oh,
Like, like, like we got the dates of our deaths, but I didn't hear mine, so I'm just, the people right around us are supposedly gonna die in 3 years, or 2 years. That's hardly any time at all.
I think Death was exaggerating. He was very upset that I exposed him per se. And I don't know for sure if they're actually going to die on those dates.
Just like seeing it, it just there was no avoiding him, so it just seemed so powerless to help the merchant prince.
I know how bad it looked, but you can always stay one step ahead of death as long as you don't stray from what you're doing now. Make no mistakes. If you feel like there is a possibility that you are going to die, you should back off from something.
Well, I wouldn't be here if I was afraid of death.
You are a braver man than I am.
You know what? I don't reckon. I think you're probably the bravest person I know because I guess you can view having faith as being stupid or blind, but I think it's pretty brave because when you die, you have that hope that something's gonna happen to you. But I just hope that at least if I die, I can get my sister out.
I may not be completely connected to my god as I would like to be, but I have a feeling you're going to be seeing her in the near future.
Hmm. Well, I'll have some very choice words for her, if that happens. All right, Marcus, get some sleep, and I appreciate you do this favor just in case.
Of course. Good night, Bruce.
Alrighty.
Should I roll the perception? Is it at advantage?
Oh yeah, yeah, it should be.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Um, you also similarly hear the sort of like honking noise of what you assume to be one of these dinosaurs, but it's a distance off and it doesn't sound threatening. Excuse me. Other than that, I don't really notice nothing. And your watch goes by uneventfully. Um, Who was gonna take the third one? Because I know Walter needs the long rest. So
I can do it.
okay, alrighty. Then if you would please be so kind. Would you kindly grab a crowbar or something?
Ah, not again. Give me a second.
I just love how you thought he was gonna fake his death when he meant if he actually died.
Yeah.
In
I thought
perception check.
the,
Yes,
the
please.
way that he worded it, I thought he was like, "Oh yeah, I totally faked my death already. Like, I need you to go to
I
I need you to go to the prison."
understood what he actually meant the first time he said it, and
Yeah,
then when
yeah.
Tom's like,
I got confused. I was like, wait, did I say something weird?
it's like, no, Tom just completely misunderstood.
Yeah, Tom completely misunderstood, but he almost gaslit you into thinking you said the wrong thing.
With advantage, I got 15.
15?
This
Okay.
seems to
Same
be
thing, but you don't. Instead of the dinosaur noises, you just hear like the normal, sort of like ambient night noises of the jungle. The dinosaur thing was just something that like stood out more. You don't really notice it. You're more focused on like the nearby stuff, so like you're hearing like occasional like chittering of certain birds and maybe like a monkey and stuff like that. But it's definitely like very lively, but not loud enough to where it would stop your friends from sleeping. And eventually, the sun will rise and you will greet a new day. Um, in the morning, um, Ed and Walter,
Hmm.
you both wake up feeling a little under the weather.
Oh no. Is this
You
a
feel like
poison? I'm
maybe,
resistant to poison.
I don't know, you feel like maybe you might have a cold.
Oh no. Oh no, I know what this is. I don't know specifically what it is, but I know where it's from. Son of a bitch!
You guys okay?
I don't feel great.
Um. Uh. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you require some help?
Um. We'll see.
We'll see.
I mean,
How how
lesser
sick do they look?
restoration might do something. I don't know.
Hold on, before I do that, I need to know if you're actually sick or not.
I don't feel
I
great.
don't know. I'm
You
like
make
the
a
peak. I'm the peak
medicine
of
check.
humanoid health.
It just feels like a light cold. You got a little bit of a sore throat. You're a little bit sweaty,
We got COVID!
and
Aaron
occasional
brought it
cough.
with him! Oh god!
Quarantine.
Just a little every so often.
Put
Got to
your
clear the
mask on.
throat.
You need some help
But
there, buddy?
Yeah, this sounds like the Omicron variant.
Aaron like has that like instinctive like kind of flinch whenever we
Yeah.
cough.
yeah. He would. He probably would. He actually, as a matter of fact, he would just look at you guys and go, "That's it. I'm social distancing." And then he'd walk like a distance away and go, "You figure this is about 6 feet?" Hell, I don't know
Yeah.
if that
Yeah.
works.
Is that where the? Oh fuck! Do I have yerms?
You might have yerms.
Oh no.
If anyone would like to see what might be wrong with them, you may make a medicine check.
What do you do about yerms?
You fight them off, but it's not you that fights them. It's your well, it is you that fights them, but you can't consciously fight them.
Orange juice,
What?
chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup
Yeah.
Have you never had chicken noodle soup?
with a soda on the side.
God damn it.
Oh,
No, just squeezed orange is the juice that
It
goes
always
in.
felt very specifically Yonkers.
Marcus is gonna go to him. What seems to be the problem?
I woke up and I don't feel great. Something just don't feel right.
Okay.
And it seems like we
what
have
are
the
your
same symptoms.
You both do? Okay. All right, let me be the doctor.
I, I have,
Open your mouth,
I have.
please. Say ah.
Uh,
Okay. When he opens his mouth, does it seem like very red and raw at the back of his throat?
Not make a
Medicine check?
explain. Yeah. Make a medicine check.
Okay. I'm probably not
Well,
the
if you're
greatest.
sick, I got something for that.
I also do too. Uh, medicine. Oh, I'm proficient in medicine checks.
Very well.
Oh,
Ew.
You're giving him a look. You see like the light sweat built up on him, which at first you think it might be because of the jungle, but as you're kind of looking at him, it's not quite like so sick that his eyes have like begun to glaze over or anything like that. But his throat's a little bit redder than it should be. He does sound a little congested. You know, his nose a little bit.
I feel his forehead.
He's not warm like with a fever. It just seems like a cold.
All right.
He does occasionally cough, which I don't think Ed would know to cover his coughs. So
He's just coughing all over me.
I don't know. Ed, do you cover
no,
your coughs?
I would have been told it's rude.
Okay. So yeah, so you cover your coughs.
With my hands though,
Probably
and Aaron probably hates
yeah,
that.
So
probably
would
yeah. Aaron really hates that, but it's definitely era appropriate. That or into a
Yeah.
handkerchief sounds about right for that day and age.
so would okay. Would this be a condition?
I guess
It's a,
technically.
it's a disease.
Okay. So it's a disease.
I
Possibly.
That is what
could
illness
be.
is.
That's
Okay.
what most
Fair.
illness tends to be.
I'm going to touch Ed and I go, I hope this makes you feel better, and I'm going to use lesser restoration on him.
And is
Okay.
it just wait now? Who's also sick? Was it
Walter.
Walter.
Walter? That's what I thought. Now, Walter, may I also help you a bit?
Let's see if this does anything for Ed.
As you see me pulling out my weird little syringe toy.
Oh God.
When you hit him with this, he does seem to improve. It obviously doesn't immediately change the color of his throat, but you definitely seem to have alleviated some of his symptoms.
All right.
How we feeling, Ed?
Oh,
Stick me, Jarvis.
oh, my sinuses.
And I just do a little poke and less restoration.
All right,
Very well.
Ed. For the rest of the day, try to
Send it
drink
back.
some more water.
Water. All right. Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
4 gallons of it.
Stay hydrated.
I can burn through that.
Maintain 6 feet away from me if you have the vid.
The what? The what?
Yerms.
Well, I don't got yerms no more.
6 gallons. 6
Oh, okay,
gallons.
well-
Marcus got rid of the yerms.
Well, I guess you got the vaccine then.
No, that would be me. Because I hold up my weird ass looking syringe tool.
Is my
Grows a
arm
third
supposed to
arm.
be sore?
It only hurts like that because I pressed hard.
Yeah,
You pressed hard.
he's heavy-handed.
I just lunged into
Yeah, just
my needle.
ah! Fucking stab him.
Jarvis, I don't think this is effective. The needle's coming out the other side of my arm.
Oh my god.
Let me remove that. It's not supposed to stay in there.
Oh my God. Geneva Convention, where are you?
This is not. This is the Hippocratic Oath, man, not Geneva
This is-
Convention.
Yes, this is a war crime too, though. Oh my God, it's going in and out.
Hey, to be fair, never took the oath.
All the liquor sports on the other side. None of it.
To be fair, I have no credentials.
To be fair,
I'm not qualified. That's your problem for going to an unlicensed position.
I'm a doctor, a scientist, and magic user.
I'm not a quack. I'm a mad
I
scientist.
could have
What
went
a
it
dog
over
that
and
goes
used
to
Lesser
the
Restoration on him too.
You were
Alrighty.
busy.
So, uh, do you continue travel?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You guys back up, and you begin your day of
Oh
travel.
shit! Let me figure out how long that hut will be there.
Just leaving huts
2
on the
days.
wayside.
It will
God
collapse
damn.
in 2 days.
It'll just like a Lego. Um. Alrighty. Easy enough. You manage to get. We'll say you get one of these down. Uh, after about another day's of travel.
Oh, we traveled way further than that before. We traveled
Per
like,
day?
yeah, we traveled like 2 squares.
What is 2 squares?
Question.
How far could you travel
How much?
by horse?
Question. How much
Yep.
downtime can I get done while we're traveling?
Uh, depends on how long you're traveling. Yeah, literally that. Thank you, whoever did
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's gonna be another day when his hut collapses. Um, I mean, as much time as you have where you're not doing something while you're traveling per day, essentially. So I mean, like, I'd say reasonably, if you're just sitting in the back of the cart, that's about a day's worth towards
Okay.
something that you're doing, as long as there's no combat.
Guess what I'm working on?
What you working on?
The big one.
Fixing his arm.
The big one.
Oh, that's right. I need to
Wait.
fix my arm. Shit.
Oh yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
for.
Your gun jammed
Yeah.
in your arm. Yep.
Yeah.
Tinker's tools. Tinker's tools.
I'll help.
I'm good.
Roll
Oh,
it
yeah, he's
anyways.
good. Yeah, roll it anyways. See if you crit.
Hit your arm.
Yeah, crit your arm.
Oh,
What are the odds? Holy
Walter
shit!
just said, "Hold out your arm," and then you open up the slot, and then he goes in with the tools and just fixed.
Use the tweezer. Use the tweezer.
It's like a grand ping, just bing, and
Squeeze me.
gets it just right.
Oh, I found the problem. There's a bullet wedged in a place it shouldn't be.
No shit.
That's how jams work.
That's how jams work. Yep, that's Walter building his mini kit all
Oh yeah.
back together.
With the audio
What? I didn't understand what you said.
It was the Lego Star Wars noise in it.
Oh,
I love that. I love the bot works now. I love it.
Yeah. Did you have the bot muted?
no, I heard it. I didn't understand what I was hearing, so I wasn't processing it.
Have
now
you
that you
never played
pointed
a
out, yeah,
Lego
that's
game?
totally like a Star Wars.
I am working on the railgun, the mag gun.
Fast
Very
gun.
well.
If I assist him, can I cut down on the time that it takes for him to do it?
You would do it by half.
Essentially, yes.
Right.
So I'm trying to think though. Oh boy, it would
Crafting time.
be.
You want to know what that is?
So the crafting time would be based on the rarity, right?
Yeah. What would you
So
consider the rarity on this?
oh, well, if it's only solely the weapon, and it's launching the projectile, yeah, it's doing elemental damage, but like,
Elemental.
well,
I was. I'm
so you
making a.
just want it to do force damage?
It's a. It is a firing a metal projectile.
Right. But in all honesty, I mean, like,
Force would
it's
probably be the most equivalence for
yeah,
it.
force,
Non-magical
yeah,
force.
yeah. I
Okay.
think so, yeah.
I was going because I was going with the idea that I'm using magnets that are powered by electricity and magic to fire a metal spike essentially at someone at super high speeds.
Right. But I mean, like, do you really want it to be lame and just do piercing?
It would be magical piercing, but like
Would be magical piercing, yeah.
I
I mean, if you want to do that, I mean, unless you wanted to have like a lightning effect on top of that, or
first I need to know what the base rarity would be.
so
Making
if it's just magical piercing,
I'm essentially making a. I am making a. I'm making a railgun essentially.
right. So I want to say if it's just magical piercing and it doesn't have any bells and whistles, somewhere between rare and very rare, I feel like isn't unreasonable. But if it's got more bells and whistles to it and it's doing like multiple die of damage, like if it's doing like I don't know, like 2d12 or something
Nah,
like
it's
bad
not. It's not
news.
2d12. No.
Right. If it was doing
Maybe 3d4.
34 wouldn't be
3d4.
bad because that'd be the equivalent of a d12
Yeah, yeah.
or 2d6.
Or 2d6. Yeah, I was thinking like 2d6. Um,
It's a
I mean,
ranged
3d4.
like,
it's a ranged greatsword.
yeah, it's like a range greatsword. I mean, like if you, yeah, like if you wanted it to do more than that or do any additional bells and whistles. So I guess like, I feel like rare would be appropriate, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so
So
rare.
d12 rare or d12, 2d6 or 3d4.
I would say, do you want the one die or do you want to like potentially what is it? Doing more die increases your
The
minimum
minimum.
damage. Yeah, so do you want your minimum damage to be a 3 or do you want your minimum damage to be a 1 or a 2?
Or 3.
But that's redundant. It would be I want my minimum to be at least a 3 plus
Okay,
modifier.
so we'll call it 3d4 then.
Roll those caltrops.
Yeah, roll those caltrops. So yeah, so we'll say it's that and
Plus 1.
yeah, if it's a rare, yeah. 3d4 plus 1 and it does magical piercing damage. I think that sounds like a good
And
idea.
ammunition would have to be custom made too, technically.
Yes, but the ammunition itself, I guess, wouldn't necessarily be the magical bit. It would just be
No,
the weapon is making the ammunition magical.
I could probably easily make the ammunition for this with
the
smith
ammunition is
tools.
not the hard part. It's the weapon itself.
Walter has his compass set down on the in the carriage, and we watch it like slowly start pointing towards the gun.
Yeah. So is it so basically are you just how does it end up working with the Xanathars thing? You have the materials
Okay.
and you're going to use the time.
Yeah. Okay.
So
To be
what's the
exact,
total time
10 weeks.
with help?
With help, 5 weeks.
Okay. So as of right now, since he's helping you and since he's seemingly going to be helping you for the foreseeable future, we'll go based off of if it was going to be 5 weeks. However, I know in D&D a week is 10 days, but for the purpose of this, the
Wait,
week is
what?
7
Really?
days.
Yep.
Yeah, a
10
week
day.
in D&D is a 10-day. So instead of yeah, wait, hold on. You didn't know that. So that means if you've been going by 7-day weeks, I've been overspending for downtime day. Shit.
Wait, you were doing that for
I was doing it by 10 days, yes, because that's the correct
no? It
measurement.
was 7. It's always
Okay,
been 7.
I think you need to clarify that somewhere because I don't ever remember reading that in the rules.
And I don't remember ever reading 10 days.
Yeah, that's Faerunian. Like that's their thing. They have
Well,
what
it's
is it?
not
It's
Beirut.
no, I know, but I mean like that's like the general
I'm
fantasy
pretty sure in
sort of
PHB it says a week is a 10-day.
10-day. Yeah, a week is a 10-day in PHP.
I've never read that, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
It's
wild.
definitely in Xanathar.
They also have 12 months, right? But each month is
There's
is
also
it
like
4
the
10-day or 3 10-day?
It's 3 10-day, and then there's those weird days outside of months.
Right. Which I think in total those weird days add up to another 10-day, so that everything evens out and it turns into exactly what is needed to make a full year.
That is weird.
It is, yeah. Yeah, you should look it up. It's got a weird name for the calendar too. Alrighty, so yeah, so 7 day weeks. So 5 weeks. So we'll go based off of 5 weeks for right now. Do you have to make checks by Xanathar's rules?
No, if I have the skills and knowledge and resources, I can just do it, but it takes time.
Okay.
But
I mean,
that's based on
technically, you do have all of these things, and
now
yeah.
as part of this, as making this, the power source is going to be the lightning orb.
Okay. Alrighty. So the lightning organ and then the other materials that you used. All right, sounds good.
Oh,
Um,
Xanathar's does 7 days actually,
really?
and as well as a standardized month of 30 days.
Okay.
What you learn?
I could have
Well,
swore
that,
there was a 10-day mention at least in the PHP, but I looked through the index and it's not there, so might be in the DMG.
maybe. Yeah, maybe
It's
Wizards
in
Retcon.
one of the it's one in one of the starter things like Fandelver or Princess of the Apocalypse. It mentioned 10 days.
Yeah, Fandelver sounds right. I just think I remember that. Um.
But yeah,
Alrighty. So this is your second day of travel, and then you second day would have passed.
I'll do the same thing every day. Make water, make the hut.
Make water, make the hut. Okay. Um.
Oh, mark off rations.
After this night, I'll say for the purpose of this, I'm not gonna have you roll every night. You feel like the road is safe enough now to where you don't have to worry about anything. That
Plus,
you
we got the hut.
probably, yeah,
And
and
the
the hut.
ankle
You-
sword.
yeah. You guys are feeling rather secure, and also you haven't like left the road, and you feel like it's not until you leave the road that you'd have to worry about anything. So, uh, you won't have to do perception checks just to kind of like speed this along. So that you guys make some distance, and because we're getting closer to the end, and I want you to try and get to like a certain point. Uh, During the days of travel, if there's anything that anyone wants to work on besides, I know you two are doing the gun. So Ed, Bruce, Marcus, if you guys are working on anything while you're going along.
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on find greater steed.
Right.
nice.
Okay. Alrighty.
Ooh, get a
I'm gonna
Pegasus.
work on some commands
Oh,
for Kothar.
we forgot something.
Okay. Well,
Is he
Range.
ready?
Fuck range.
um,
Probably a
what's a
longbow.
longbow? Yeah, longbow or
I was thinking longer.
well, actually,
Longer
he's not
bow?
wrong. He's not wrong because it would. So
Probably
how
its
about
lower
I?
range would be the max range of a longbow.
What's the max range of a longbow?
600.
The max range of a longbow is 600. So
I was thinking
600,
something more akin to.
1200?
Probably.
Eh,
That's
sounds like something.
feasible
Right.
with some warlock invocations and spell sniper.
Yeah. Okay. So 600, 1200. Um, it wouldn't really have a way of misfiring, so I'm not gonna have it have a misfire score
Yeah.
because I feel like that would just be like
Probably would
Well,
need its
because
own separate charge, though. Like it has ammunition and it has a secondary ammunition that dictates how many
No,
shots it can do before it runs out of charge and needs to be recharged.
that's the thing. Magical as designed,
Yeah,
as
but
I've been
magic probably still would require some maintenance.
not really.
Well, this pathway is magic and it needed maintenance.
I'm using a magical organ to generate the electrical charge that powers the magnets.
And it's
The
no longer
magical
being maintained by the body it was
The
in.
by the animal that was supplying it with mana. So,
That's where the other parts of the tool comes in play. Because the rest of it is literally the rest of the weapon is essentially
keeping
keeping
the
the organ.
magical charge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like those things like wand of firebolts, right?
Right, but don't
That just
they?
don't run out of charges. Not
Oh,
firebolt.
okay.
Cantrip wands don't run out of charges.
Yeah, and I mean, then again, he's not wrong. Like, yeah, it's shooting really far, but it's not doing anything crazy. So like, if it had, if for example, if he wanted to add lightning damage to it, that would have, I think, increased it in terms of rarity,
I
and then
won't
I
even
would have,
do that for the future.
yeah, then I would say it would be like something like, I don't know, like 1d4 charges at dawn to add the lightning damage to a shot. That then it would have charges. Um,
Even then, I don't even really need that because as a battlesmith artificer, I get my own little smites later on.
right. But
That
are
can,
they
that can apply to
ranged?
attack. Yeah, I can apply it to any of my attacks or my constructs attack.
Oh, okay, yeah, I think it's like that thing that Bubs did. All right, got you, got you,
Yeah.
got you. Okay, um, so after the second day of travel, and you guys have your night's rest, you wake up the next morning. Ed, Walter, you guys feel a little sick again.
Oh no.
Headgum.
Okay. What is with you guys?
Oh no!
I
Did you
think it's
piss off
from
some
the
sort?
zombies.
Oh. Oh. Were you guys bit or something?
No, they didn't bite. Some
Did they scratch you?
no.
Did they hit you with anything
I
biological?
mean, there was that one that emitted a stink cloud.
I saw that. Was not even near that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it has anything to do with the jungle. I don't like it because I ain't used to this kind of weather.
I mean,
But
if it's related to the jungle, why isn't it? Why isn't it affecting everyone else?
yeah,
Um, let me check something. Um, may I just examine your bodies for a bit?
All right.
Phrasing.
Buy him a drink first. Jeez.
Dylan,
Yes, sir.
since Marcus is proficient in medicine, he would have some idea of, obviously he's not a doctor, but he's handled medicine before, so maybe he's seen something like this.
Particularly with cleric and undead stuff.
Yeah.
Make a history check.
Now, do I get advantage of that?
Due to your experience as a cleric and it potentially having to do with undead. Sure.
Okay.
Oh no, Granny's going through this too.
Oh shit!
So,
Yeah, actually.
you begin thinking on this. And as you're just kind of observing your friends and you're reconnecting in your head what you've already kind of observed and you know what's going on, seems like they've got the common cold. Not that the common cold is what they would call it probably now. More like it just seems like they have a cold. But you did hit it with lesser restoration,
That should have
and it
just.
and it didn't go away.
So the next thing I would think in my head is, could this be a curse?
So you start thinking, I think, could it be a curse? And then you remember something with that 21. You remember Nita. You remember how she was bit and the druids, they did something in order to stop the spread of what they said displayed as a disease, but was in fact a curse.
Okay.
One
He's
that they
gonna run.
didn't have the means of dealing with.
Right. Okay. He's gonna run over to Ed, and
Mm.
he's gonna run over to Walter, and he's gonna go, all right, I think I have the solution. I think you guys are cursed.
What?
Uh-oh.
I don't want to freak you out.
I'm
I
freaking.
I did prepare
Freak.
remove curse.
Also, boring lore quest for Jarvis, Ed, and Marcus. There we go.
Right.
Right.
Uh, 1 second. I'm looking in my spell sheet here.
Because I can't help with anything else. I literally do not have the skill to do so.
Okay. Well, did they say the curse gets worse? It says it's a disease, but I mean, Nita's arm was fucking.
This,
Yeah, if we get
from
it,
what I can remember, yes.
if we get it soon enough, probably will be fine.
Okay.
Should we turn back?
How close are we to the factory?
Not very.
I
Well,
mean, do the druids know?
Do we even know how to handle this? Or the steps to take care of it?
I can keep lesser restoration you guys every day.
Hey, let's.
It does seem to alleviate the symptoms.
So I
Yeah,
can
but
do
that
it.
doesn't the
I know
curse.
it's not a solution, but I can do it every morning for you guys until we find out what it is.
Okay.
We
If
already
that's
know
something you
what
guys
it
would do.
is.
Well, we know.
Yeah, well I do know. It's from what I can remember with the druids that this is a curse. Nita went through the same thing.
And if we don't do anything about it,
Well, does any of your body parts hurt other than the symptoms that you guys had before?
I don't know. Does it?
Still feels like you have a cold.
So like basically I'm just restarting it every time.
Seemingly.
Okay. I'm going to
I want to
cast
insight
Lesser
check the
Restoration
DM.
twice.
Roll it.
In
All right, I have a +3 to insight.
I'm gonna help him.
I'd never lie to you ever.
Okay, I believe him.
Okay. So I'm gonna Lesser Restoration both of you. Bang bang.
Okay.
That's
All
2
right.
slots gone.
I guess we're
Last night.
Just remind me every morning to just come get you guys and I'll hit you with the spell.
All right.
Okay. I mean, maybe we'll wake up and we'll be fine.
I would hope so.
Hey, didn't you say you prepared remove curse?
I did. I want to do some more research before I do this, though. I'm not entirely
Well,
sure that this would work.
well, no until you try. So what's the harm in it?
Yeah, remove me. I don't have any curses I'm attached to.
I mean, I do not have the skills, knowledge, or abilities to even do anything. I think you gotta do it, man. I mean, we're literally catching at probably the earliest stage possible. If remove curse works, then it works.
Right.
What if I were like secretly a were rat?
I doubt
All right. So look, here's the deal. You didn't prepare it for the day, but I'll 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 let you cast it.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to remember to prepare these things, man. I can't keep
I'm
telling
sorry.
you.
I keep fucking forgetting.
That's fine.
Yeah, you're the
All
only
right.
cleric now.
I
Yeah,
know.
you gotta. Yeah, you really gotta.
No, I know. I thought I did it when we were leaving fucking New Neanderu.
I mean, at least it's on your sheet this time, so that's why I'm willing to excuse it. But like, you really gotta prepare it.
I'm sorry. Can I retcon the Lesser Restoration then?
If you would instead like to cast Remove Curse on both of them, then you may, yes.
Okay.
Which I believe
Does it?
is a third level spell slot.
It is indeed.
Very well. So you use 2 of your third level spell slots to cast Remove Curse on them.
Does it work?
You both instantly feel better, as if everything is returned to normal.
All right, let's see.
Oh hell yeah!
Let's see if that holds.
Just let us know if you're feeling sick.
So I'll say this as a sort of, I guess, flavor, since you're a cleric, and I mean this kind of makes sense as a cleric sort of thing. You know, you have holy magic, and you know, like a curse is supposed to be an evil thing, and I definitely feel like when you're casting something to remove said evil thing, you would know if it succeeded or not, because it says, you know, because it says if it does it, it'll end. But if it's a cursed magic item, the curse remains, but it breaks the attunement. So like when you break, because like you know how it is, like yeah, like there's the text of how it works, but then there's the flavor of how it works. If your friend's
Yeah.
attuned to a cursed sword and you cast remove curse on them, you'll obviously know that it worked because they can't, you know, they're not attuned to the sword, like they're not dealing with it, they're not under the same afflictions. So in this instance, it's almost like whether it's like in your mind or in your heart, it's almost like you feel like this shattering of something dark and evil, and it just kind of like the weight seems to be lifted off of your friends. But that's how you perceive it. To them, they just instantly feel better. They're like, huh, wow, I felt shitty and now I feel fine again. I wanted it to last a few more days before he cast the fucking spell on you. Would have been fucking nice, you know.
I'm
know.
sorry. Paranoia is a helpful tool for this situation.
We have problem-solving skills.
They do.
Yeah,
all
but
good.
now we might. Okay, after we're done checking out the factory and figuring out the shit there, we should probably at some point figure out this curse situation so we can help the others.
Granny's affected, right?
I don't know. Is she affected as a monk at 7th level?
It's 10th level.
Fuck, never mind. Granny's dead, and a zombie.
Or, but she can healing herself.
Can she remove a curse or disease?
I don't fucking know.
They're immune to disease and poison.
At,
Well-
As
at
far as
10th
I
level.
know, at 10th level, they're immune to curses.
No, at 10th level
No.
they're immune to disease and poison. But she's 7.
Right.
Alright,
but you
but
now know that this is a curse.
Maybe cast
and
sending to let
we
maybe cast sending to let Granny know to get someone to cast remove curse on her.
Sure, I'll send her right now.
like if you're feeling sick.
Um. Do you have that prepared, and do you have the spell slots?
Sending is prepared.
He always
Oh,
has
I
it
have-
then
prepared.
go
He
ahead.
never
I do.
unprepares sending.
All right. So then, yeah. Yeah. So go ahead. What are the 25 words?
Hi, Granny. It's me, Marcus.
Okay.
You are cursed because zombies. Find someone to remove curse from you. Miss you. Need more cookies. Bye bye.
It's 25. Okay. You wait. And you wait a little bit more. And for some reason, you don't get a response.
Granny didn't respond.
What?
I tried sending her, she didn't respond.
Shit.
I'm
Uh,
not sure.
Try sending later. Maybe I don't know.
I'm out of spell slots.
She could be busy. You could just try her tomorrow. I mean,
Um,
you guys
I'm-
were okay for like 2 days.
yeah, how?
We did
Just
have
'cause I
lesser
want-
restoration casted on us though. She might not have that luxury.
Ugh.
No, but she's like a healing monk.
I don't think she could do that.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I can make this statement. All right. Well, here's the thing I can say about sending. It will automatically wake anyone who it is sent to. They don't have to respond, and when they do respond, they don't have to say it aloud. They can just think it. So, knowing what I know from our encounters with Granny, she's either unconscious from trauma or dead.
I don't want her to be dead.
That's comforting, Jarvis. Thank you very much.
Well, she was supposed to die later.
Doesn't it fail if they're dead, or does it
It
still
fails
go to
if
them
there's no
they're dead?
target.
Well, here's the funny thing about sending. Even if the person is dead, it can technically reach them,
Oh,
just in a different plane.
okay.
It specifically
Well-
says if they're dead, though. It doesn't reach them. If I...
Oh. So
Otherwise, Speak with Dead would not be.
it didn't.
worth
Yeah, it
having.
didn't feel like it didn't reach her. You just didn't get a response. I'll say that.
Okay.
Um,
Well, then I misread sending.
Oh no, it does.
but
It doesn't say about it being dead. I thought, huh?
oh,
No, you can technically send to other planes of existence.
Yeah, I guess if they're dead,
Huh.
they can still get it. I mean, that's. I mean, Jesus
It's
is
just
dead,
dead.
and Marcus sent him.
Oh my god, I
Right?
did.
Dead.
Granny is risen.
Granny is risen.
Just send Jesus and ask him to check on Gravy.
Jesus.
Another
The
angel
music.
dies.
Dylan, cue the music when Kai transforms.
When Kai. Oh, the. It's Firegator Thursday. Oh wait, it actually is Thursday. Well, no, not anymore. It's 1
No, it's
minute
Friday
past. It's
now.
Friday.
It's Thursday for me.
It's Flat Fuck Friday. Okay. So I'll just say, since we're about like a minute over, as you guys are all standing there and talking about this and figuring this stuff out, this would be the morning of what would be essentially your third day of travel. You noticed a particularly large form, a distance not all that far down the road from you. About, yeah, you could see about 2 miles. I mean, he is pretty big. Um, yeah, about 2 miles down the road, just before it bends, you see the familiar shape of the druid Scone. He's not walking in your direction. He seems to be getting further and further away, but you think perhaps he's, doing the job, upkeeping the barrier. And that is where we'll end it.
Very good.
Very good.
Now, we must all agree now to attack Wizards of the Coast.
Attack Wizards of the Coast.
Because of the user license agreement shit.
What are you talking about?
The official statement now is that if you're using their stuff, you have to pay them.
Well,
Well,
now.
they made that worse.
For what? Like what? To
Anything.
play?
Any of their content, you have to pay something for them.
So I have to pay because I'm making a homebrew game right now?
Pretty much. Any
What
content
if
you wish to share, anything you wish to share online, you have to pay them now.
Okay, well what happens if I already bought the books and then I share it with people because I already paid for it? Loophole.
Uh,
Me
What?
illegally distributing PDFs.
Yeah,
Lol,
yeah.
now.
as long as it's not homebrew material.
Also, so wait, so you mean, so if someone creates a homebrew book now, they have to pay because it's using 5th edition
Yep.
rules?
Yep.
Wait, so I have to pay for my Witcher stuff?
Yep.
Well, fuck that.
If you
I ain't
share it
paying.
online.
Lick balls.
You hear
I
that,
mean,
Wizards of the Coast? I ain't paying you a dime other than the stuff I just paid you
no.
for all the books I just bought.
Yeah. All the books that I bought for Roll20, that's all the money you get from me. All the physical books that I bought up until right before the Radiant Citadel, that's all the money you get. All the I didn't buy any of your official dice or minis, so but all of that other stuff, all that
Wizards of
Critical
Coast
Role
isn't
stuff.
not Wizards of Coast isn't listening. It's just Dylan's CIA operative listening.
It's
What's
my
his name again?
FBI agent Bob.
FBI.
He's not in the CIA. It's 3-letter agent Glow so bright, but not that bright, bro.